My headphones were way too loud.
Everybody's now like mute.
I'm sorry, what did you say? I can't hear anymore.
How's that tinnitus going?
It's there.
Hello, Chris. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the best thing you watched.
Hi.
Oh yeah, you're distorted, dude. Your audio is like seriously
Like crapping out. How's that?
Yeah,
Is that
yeah,
better?
it's like, nah.
Still no?
It's okay. It's just like your
Is it-
reverb is high or something.
Really? How about now? Is that
Yeah,
okay?
that's better. Yeah, that's better.
Okay.
Maybe I broke it because I went, what's that? Anyway,
Maybe.
welcome to the best thing you watch this week. It's our podcast, our video podcast. We do an audio version, so if you don't want the talk in between and you just get the sort of review of the content, you can check that out on the best thing we watch audio podcast, wherever you listen to audio podcasts. However, the way we do things is Chris from Movies and Munchies. Check him out if this is the first time you're hearing of him. It shouldn't be, because he's all over the YouTubes for some of the greatest reviews and some of the greatest copied reviews, because some people like to copy his reviews. I won't point any particular fingers, but one day I will. One day I will out them. Anyway, for now, check Chris's YouTube out. He's going to do a movie quote quiz and give us the answers from last week's, and then he will give us some new ones, and I will ask a stupid question or an intelligent question or a dissertation question, depending on what my mood is. Then we will get stuck into the best things we watched. I'm excited to talk about the titles we have this week, and normally am, but this week particularly because we have some really fun stuff to talk about. In our podcast, what am I talking about? In our The Bearded Ones Patreon, I dropped 2 new reviews just this week. We talked about the Cowboy Bebop movie and Blackberry. It's one we both hadn't seen, so it was interesting talking about those. We have a great community there now. I think we've got some people on the free membership, some that just starts on the £1, and you get to watch over 100 reviews and skits and kind of quizzes. Everything that we do there is a lot of fun there. So thank you so much for being here with us. It means the world to us that you kind of join us on the live. But if you're catching this up on the Sunday morning, if you manage to catch us on the live, you get like a little extra interaction because we talk to you live in the moment. So thank you for being here. If you didn't have the time or couldn't, then you do get to watch this all on the catch up on the following day. So don't worry, you don't miss out. But for now, Did I do it right, Chris? Did I miss anything out?
I don't think you left anything out.
Only thing I missed out is
I can't.
at what I'm drinking out of. Oh, okay. It's not focused. Okay. This
What
might
is
be
that?
merch. It's gone through the washing machine, the dishwasher too many times, so the Tuesday is like faded out. But it's I've had it for about 3 years and it's last quite well. So
that's good.
It says live long and Tuesday, so yeah.
Still, all of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to have a mug of yours that says Movies and Munchies or Couch with Me.
Oh, that's a good idea. I should do that. I do have one, I think, a mug. I have one somewhere that says Movies and Munchies on it or something like that.
Okay,
I don't know.
cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, should we say hello to everybody before?
I think we should. Yes.
Okay.
Let me
hello,
write down
everybody.
Okay. And moving on then.
It's going to be one of those weeks.
Wow. I was going to say, though, you know what? Everybody needs to buckle in because you and I watched so many good things this week.
Yeah, we really did,
That, I mean, we could, this could easily be a 5-hour podcast if we chat with everybody
last week
also.
we were like close to 3. So.
Yeah, but we had really good discussions with everybody in the comments. So
yeah, we did. Yeah,
that
so
was
great.
a ton of fun. Yeah, but let's say hello. Leo the short guy. Hello.
Hello.
Ruben from Shiny. Nice. Bunny Dojo, Rabbit Care and Bun Fun. Hello.
Still
Welcome.
the best.
I love
title.
that name. Absolutely. Chris Retzlaff, happy Saturday. Welcome.
Hello,
Yossi.
Chris.
Hey, Fallout. Yeah. Fallout is up. I think we're going to be talking about that. I watched Ruben's review, and so if he doesn't talk about it, there's something. The other stuff that he watched had to have been like, I don't even know how you do that, but whatever. Okay, yeah.
Golden tier.
Yeah, stay tuned because we will be hitting that up. And let's see here. Seven Seas. Hey, gents. Hope you're having a good day. I've been up for 30 minutes, so yeah, I guess.
Wow.
I get.
Okay.
Hey, it's the weekend, all right.
It is the weekend and it's early o'clock for you. So.
It is early o'clock for me. Yes. Well, welcome. Lovia, you're here too.
Oh, Lovia's
Awesome.
back. Hey, Lovia.
Great to see you. We're so happy. That's it for right at the moment. But then we can go back in just a bit. Hit us up in the chat, and then we'll talk to you. I'm trying out something new. Apparently, on the program, I can create markers so that I don't have to.
So you don't have to get like you're always confused. Like, can I just wait? Everybody, hold up, man. I'm doing time codes.
Yeah. So we'll see. But movie quote quiz. Yes. All right. Last week, I don't know if nobody cared or if it was just too tough, but the only comment I saw was from Chris Retzlaff.
I didn't even guess last week.
And you knew one of them.
Yes, I did. Yeah,
because I started off with a fairly easy one, at least one that I knew you would like.
Yeah, no, I definitely knew one of them, but like for the life of me, I was like, what are the other two?
So we got Gladiator,
yeah,
Mandy, and the Nightingale.
Oh,
do you know the theme?
Revenge?
Yes.
Okay.
Good job.
Yeah.
Right on. Okay. 3 more today. You ready?
Yeah.
Alrighty. So today's lesson is you kill each other off till there's only one left. Nothing's against the rules.
That could be so many. Okay. Cool.
See, you thought I was a cripple, but you didn't know that I'm a ninja.
Whatever that is, I need to see it.
You have. Okay. Now, gentlemen and ladies, whatever you saw or did is no longer my concern. But let's be clear, this won't end well.
They sound like assassin films.
No.
No hints. Okay. No, okay. It's not.
Yeah, well, not assassin films. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right then.
But Ruben, right now, do you have a movie? All right. Do you have a movie? Do you have a question for us?
I have something fun for us to do. And everybody listening, you can do this throughout our podcast.
Okay.
Okay, I want everybody to replace a word in a movie title. It's not allowed to be a 2-worded movie, so no The Terminator and no Terminator, because that never really works well. So anything longer, so 3 or longer. And you have to replace the one of the words with wall plug.
Wall plug?
Yeah. So, Return of the Wall Plug. Harry Potter and the Order of the Wall Plug.
You wanted to do butt plug, didn't you?
No, we were actually talking about wall plugs and like drilling into the wall and like, what do you need? Oh yes, you need the wall plugs. So it's just a weird word. Okay, what's a wall plug to you? Because you might be confused.
Well, that's what I was going to say. This might be one of those words that you and I... So are you talking about the outlet that's in the wall, or are you talking about the actual...
So when you drill into a wall and you want to screw in a screw, so you can either hang something up or nail, put a shelf up, you would always put a wall plug in that the screw can screw in. So it's that plastic thingy that expands and holds the screw in, so you're not just ripping up brick. What do you guys call it?
Anchor.
An anchor? What the freak, man?
Well, because a wall plug is something you plug into the wall, like for electricity. You British people are weird, man.
You plug in a plug.
No, well, yeah, a wall plug. It plugs into the wall.
No, that's just on the wall, and that's a plug.
Then what do you call the big? What do you call the big ones? Is that a wall wart?
A big plug?
Yeah, it's a wallwort.
No, I don't know what you're saying now. That is not even English.
Okay.
That's Americanese. That's what that is.
Oh, okay. Everybody in the comments, we need to set this South American or South African Brit straight. There's.
Oh my
I
goodness.
love it. I love it. Let's see what anybody says. If anybody even time. Let's see here. Okay, Yell says, "Hi guys. Hey, Badger.
Yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Raw plugs. Dude, that is not what I asked. You broke Chris for one.
That's better than butt plug. Raw plug.
Raw plug. Oh dear, what have I started?
Oh gosh, and Yasi, okay, outlet wall plug or nail wall plug. See, okay, Yasi, what do you call it in America? It's an anchor. We use those in the ground for like concrete anchors,
like you have on a ship that you chuck overboard, and that anchors
to keep things
into the ocean.
Yeah, to keep things still, to keep things from moving,
to
keep
into
things
the floor though. It weighs it down.
Okay.
It doesn't go into the wall of the ocean.
Badger, why are they called raw plugs? John Joseph Rawlings, who is credited with the invention of the wall plug, named his raw plug and renamed his business raw plug in 1919.
So he wasn't even joking. This wasn't a joke. I apologize. Okay.
Yeah,
raw plug.
But see, that was so much better than, I mean, thinking that it was made up is hilarious, and now knowing that that's actually a word is even better.
Okay. Yeah, you go. Lord of the Wall plugs. Nice. I like that.
Oh gosh. Okay.
So that's going to be fun throughout the podcast. We can.
Oh my gosh.
With great titles.
So you can use anchor, wall plug, or raw plug. No, just wall plug. I can't use wall plug. That is incorrect.
All right, use anchor if you want, guys, but the correct one is wall plug.
Yeah.
Or your anchor.
Yeah, Yasi, I'm so raw wall plugged.
Oh dear.
Oh, Ruben didn't want single word titles, but wall plug E.
Nice. Wally, okay. That's actually clever.
Oh my gosh. Anchorman, the legend of Ron's wall plug.
Anchor in there for anchor. That's clever. Well done, Chris.
That's already good.
We could be all day just doing this as a podcast.
Oh my gosh, the nonsense is outstanding. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, we should probably... Oh, wait, here we go. Another one. Star Wars, Revenge of the Plug.
Nice. Nice, Badger.
Oh,
okay.
my goodness.
Good job,
okay.
guys. I'm counting on you guys on some really good ones. Creative ones.
Killing me here. All right. Let's go... Let's go to the best thing we watched this week. Okay. What do you say?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Okay.
You want to go first? You want me to go first? Because we have a lot.
All right, just do it, Chris.
Okay. I'm gonna. Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
We're
scissors, paper, rock. You have to do it again. Scissors, paper, rock. Okay, you go.
Okay, I go first. Yeah. All right. We're doing Civil War. All right.
This is on my top. So yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, Alex Garland's recent and last movie.
Possibly last movie. Yeah.
Yeah, at least as a director. I hope he doesn't stop writing, because he's also written some other things outside of directing. So this.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal creator.
Exactly. I gotta say, it's not. I mean, the trailer is wrong. The trailer is very misleading. This was so set up to be the postal apocalyptic rise of the redneck type of thing. You know what I mean?
It's not that. The way I sold it to my wife was it's the story of two war journalists, or just war journalists, a journalism, and you are playing I guess the eyes that watch non-biasedly because you are you are following the journalist's journey from A to B, trying to get to Washington D.C., and that journey is you just watching what occurs between the various factions that they are. People killing each other, Americans killing each other.
Yeah, and capturing
That's-
the horrifying or anything else, I mean, because there's that point where they talk about, you don't think about it. You just record and let other people decipher the meanings.
Yeah, I mean, it brought up some really interesting questions. I think for everybody that watches this, while you're watching it, it's going to make you think. It's going to make you ask yourself certain things, like just ones I wasn't expecting. Like, should they be even there photographing this while it's happening? Like, for one, are you getting in the way? And occasionally they did. And you capturing people at their worst moments, the most horrific moments,
Yeah.
whether it's them dying or them doing things horrifically to people. But then you go on the other hand, it's like, if they don't tell this story, so much of these sort of stories get swept under the rug and no one tells it. So it's almost integral for them to be there, to tell it as it is, as non-biasedly as possible. But then again, it's always going to be somewhat biased from that person's perspective. But that's why a photograph particularly is so truth-telling. Because they can spin the information around what they were feeling when they were saying it. But the photograph, the still of that moment, will be the truth that you need. As long as it's not doctored or anything. But
Yeah, I mean, the one thing with photo over video is that you do lack context. Like some of these we see, a person bleeding out on the ground.
yeah.
Were they the aggressor, or were they the victim, or
Oh, this movie, I didn't class anybody as a good guy. No one.
not even the journalists? I mean, I get what you're saying about them being in the way sometimes. Absolutely. There were points where the soldiers that they were following in that moment were having to pay attention to them, like to tell them to stop or come on or no, you need to wait back here, anything like that. I mean, that is distraction, and when bullets are flying at you, you don't want distraction. That's
No,
not
you
good.
really don't. So they're putting people in danger. But there's also this sense that the press are allowed to do anything and be anywhere because they're press. And the UK has press issues, and as you guys do, like when it comes to Hollywood stuff, the press will invade people's space in a horrific ways. And there's still that whole theory that it was all like the press's fault that they basically ended up killing Princess Diana because they were chasing them the car, whatever. So the repercussions of being a presser. So you want to tell the truth, and this is true journalism, I would say, war correspondence. But it like I love their story, and if I was going to root for anybody, it would be them. I thought Kirsten Dunst was incredible in this, like phenomenal.
I loved the hollowness that she had. You know what I mean? And it wasn't like just a mad at the world type of thing. It was that tired.
That she's been through it so much. She's seen so much war, so much death.
Yeah.
Her body, it's just like literally expressing like, I can't anymore.
She's
just can't.
haunted by it.
Yeah.
Just in
And she plays that wonderfully. Like really showcases that.
Yeah, because I love how she was able to. I mean, with Kaylee Spaney's character, who was also phenomenal in the movie, but Kirsten Dunst is able to like not be the adult in the room, but kind of be the adult in the room. You know what I mean? And like,
well, she's the one certainly with the experience. So when she does something, you kind of listen to her. You believe her that she has that experience.
Sure, but she's not just coming down or giving wisdom to Kaylee Spaney's character. I mean, Wagner Moura is, you know what I mean? He's somewhat reckless also in certain ways. And so she comes down on him, just for not even thinking or him allowing things to happen or whatever. Yeah. But I liked that. So she could be cold or direct in that moment, and then we see these other things where she's able to step outside of that or regain a little bit of her perspective that she once had and impart that to Kaylee Spaney's character. You know, her
There's a bit
seeing
of
herself
a
in.
character growth for her. Like
Yeah.
she regresses from the state where she's had to harden herself, and as she comes in contact with this young person now who wants to be this new journalist, there's almost like, I'm going to teach them what I can, a passing of the torch, but also really show her, or maybe protect her in some way from what she's stepping into. But then you get it's a nice juxtaposition, the vice versa of that, where our young journalist starts hardening him up and just like kind of going blank in the face as she's starting to first she kind of breaks down, and then I guess she's expecting to see so much more violence, so her body begins to like kind of do that thing where it's like, okay, we need to protect ourselves, so she's losing her humanity almost. You see it like just through stages.
Yeah, that shutdown. I mean, there are a couple of scenes like in the car where things have happened and she is like, I love how, the sound design in this is just a phenomenal piece of character, because I mean, it goes silent other than either soundtrack score or war noise, and her screaming, and just you see the abject horror as her body and her mind are reconciling everything they've seen.
Yeah.
And what they're experiencing.
So the use of there's a shot of tanks moving past, and then there's one, what's his name?
Wagner Moura.
Wagner
Oh
Moura.
my gosh.
He's screaming. I think it's in the trailer, but he's just going, and you don't hear him scream, but yet you do. You feel it in your soul, right? It's so emotional, evocative. Like you're like, ah.
When I was watching that, I saw his, you see his face, you see his facial expression. What grabbed me, though, were his hands and his arms. You can see the blood vessels standing out on his arms as he's shaking at this guttural, just deep wail type of scream. And that lets you know how powerful he really was letting that out. I mean, he was... Whoa.
But that was the correct response of what they've just gone through.
Absolutely.
It was such a moment. And like my wife and I were talking about after we'd watched this, the film takes moments of just extreme whatever, and then it places you on a journey, because we have those 800 something miles to get to Washington. So it's a really interesting and fun watch, because you have the journey, you're with them, you're willing them to get this MacGuffin thing that is spurring the movie on, and then you just get to experience the brokenness of America, like as they go through some of the states and what each of these states believes, because everybody is like either on one faction or another faction. And it doesn't really, I thought this was clever, it doesn't really show any political allegiances. It's not saying this is who's good and this is who's bad. It's just saying this is probably a very realistic look at a very real possibility of a future that we could have. I felt like after I'd watched that, it's like this was almost the zeitgeist of America screaming of like birth this into reality. Because how many times, and I think I say this a lot, has media moved into a place where it's reflecting what's happening in society? If you look at the films, either during World War II or just after, massive reflection on politics and all of that, but also what people were experiencing. So they had these heroic stories that they've never had before, because they so wanted a hero to come stand up against the big guy, or they often would say what they couldn't say in real life on film. And I thought this film did it brilliantly without actually pointing any fingers at everybody. It just kind of said, here's a thing that's possibly happening.
Yeah, I do like that. I was actually very happy about that, because it it allows it to have a better reaching impact, I think. And people were, because of our own biases that we have, we're going to see characters in a light.
100%.
You
You're
know, so
gonna frame it. You're gonna be thinking, "Oh, that's who they meant." Possibly
exactly.
not.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Well, and that's I think the beauty of this part of it is that Garland isn't choosing that side to say this is who you're going to think this is, because his real point is not so much like, well, this person is X or represents X, and so they're wrong or they're right. Instead, saying, hey, you know what? War is really bad. And look at what it's doing between these groups. In case you hadn't remembered, as a Brit looking over the pond at us again, like just a little over 100 years ago, you all did this before.
Yeah.
Are you sure you want to do this again?
You really want to do this to each other again? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And especially through the lens of the journalists as they just observe the carnage, right?
Yeah.
And the people going back and forth and, well, who's good, who's bad in this? Well, war is bad. That's really what that boils down to, And so I think it allows a wider reaching audience also.
Yeah.
Because it can be applied more universally than just, oh, well, it's the American political parties going at it. No,
That's not what this is. Yeah.
yeah, it's any warring faction against another warring faction, where one of them believes that they're superior or right. And
There's a scene with Jesse Plemons that I thought was just this dude is such a great actor, and the presence he brings on screen. I know I saw a moment of it in the trailer, but when I saw it in the film, there's much more context to what's going on. There's a pointing at racism, systemic racism, in that scene that I thought was brutal, but so honest as well. There are scenes like that scattered throughout the movie where it's kind of just saying, and here's this topic, and here's this topic. But I'm so amazed at how it never loses its. This is the ride we're going on. It's brutally entertaining. That should be a new genre. Brutally entertaining, because you come out of the going like, oh, I need to breathe. And also, I don't know how often I could ever watch that movie, but also, it's incredible.
yeah, this is one surprisingly that I would watch again, because excuse me, it's while it is haunting and it's disturbing in ways, it wasn't one of those that I was more engaged with it than disturbed because of, I mean, I didn't like the actions that I got to see, but that I don't think I was supposed to like that. Like, I wasn't supposed to glom on to, ooh, well, they're the right ones or they're the right ones. It was more of, wow, I'm horrified at what's going on. And does everybody else see, like, are they watching it in the same perspective I'm watching it, or how are they watching it?
I was interested to ask you, did this movie not make you fearful?
No, not really. No,
So you don't think this is a realistic look at what could happen in the near future?
oh no, I think it's a very realistic look. But because it was more so the point of view and the following of the reporters rather than military factions or paramilitary factions or civilian factions, whatever you want to call them. That was the focus of the story, right?
Yeah.
And so that way so it's a lot easier to watch. It's a lot easier to engage because I'm getting to see everything happen around, and I get to, and I know that there are trash people everywhere.
Yeah.
This country, other countries, all countries, the even violent people and crazy people and sane people, and I think had it chosen a side like I originally was worried about, where it was painting something and it becomes very divisive,
Yeah.
then I think that's when it becomes a more of a worrisome type of thing, because it's no longer an entertaining film, or it's no
One
longer.
side's going to take offense, and that could be
Yeah.
the last straw of them going the justification for storming whatever building, and then you have civil war.
Exactly.
there's a what is the old guy?
Stephen McKinley Henderson.
Yeah, he doesn't get that much screen time like throughout the movie, but when he's on it, dude, it's not about screen presence. It's just about the way. I guess it is. It's about the way he holds himself, the lines, the delivery, the character. You just love him as a character, like almost immediately. And there's a wisdom there that I loved him bringing in. And he has one of my favorite scenes in the movie. I thought it was excellent. So,
Which scene, or at least where in the movie does it happen?
the Jesse Plemons scene.
Yes, yes. Oh, I love how constantly throughout the movie they keep reminding him how old and slow he is.
He's like, I got a walking stick. You know, it's basically Yoda.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. No, I did. I loved him. I thought our four main characters, the actors that portrayed them did phenomenal jobs because they each captured different nuances of their character. You know, I mean, Wagner Moura has a bit of a cavalier attitude to him. Not that he's like not afraid of anything or just wanders into danger or looks for danger, but he's a little less preoccupied by it or worried about it than especially for Kaylee Spaney's Jesse. You know, the Kirsten Dunst sees that as both an annoyance and the protective area of that, and it's just, oh gosh, yeah, I
The Jessie character, there's a moment where stuff has happened to her, and she's in the car, and I don't think it's a spoiler. She throws up, but she throws up in a way that I've never seen done on screen before. It was like an involuntary release. It just kind of dribbles out, and I thought I've never like considered throwing up to be a moment on screen. But that moment, which is just like, and it's like she doesn't even realize that's what's happening with her, right? She's like not paying attention to it. And I thought that was so real as to how your body would react from massive trauma of an experience. Like it doesn't know how to react, like just involuntary. I was just like, this film is so good at using editing motifs when not to use sound, when it's silent, seriously powerful moments. This could be his best work, I think.
If you ask other people, no, this is trash.
I know it's divided. Yeah,
it is. It's funny. I loved it. I think because we just rewatched Annihilation a couple of weeks ago for Patreon, and I on a rewatch I loved it. I mean, I appreciated it so much more, and that's where I mean, like everything that he has done, I think I have just had a massive appreciation for.
I think it's layered. I do think it's like he's one of those filmmakers that you watch, you either enjoy or don't. You come back to it, and you're like, wow, there's much more than to this. You will find the same with Ex Machina. It says a lot more when you watch it the second time, because you're like, I love the design, the intensity of the story, but then when you start getting into the humanity and what it is to be human, you know, really he touches on all of that, and there are so many layers to this story. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Cool. You want to move to the next one?
Sure.
Okay. What you got?
Fallout. Gotta talk about Fallout. As a massive fan of the games, I even have a Pip-Boy. I don't know if I can show that right. No. Which way am I holding it on?
Wait. Sorry, let me go back.
Sorry.
There we go. Just messing with people.
No, that way.
I apologize for everybody that just saw that on the stream.
There.
That was.
Can you see the head on that now?
Yeah. There we go. Yes.
Okay, cool. So there's a Pip-Boy on my watch. I've played the 3 and 4 a few times through. New Vegas is actually my favorite game. Fallout 76 is the worst one, although it is a much better than from when it launched. And so I went into this worried because it's, you know, one of your favorites. You really hope they don't mess it up.
Yeah.
I fought for the screeners. I didn't get them. They just said, yeah, they're coming. And I have like a 20 thread email response. I was like, cool. And then I just watched them, and I had intended just to watch the one because I saw there were meaty episodes, and then I ended up going to bed very late because honestly, I thought this was incredible, and I do think it's the best adaptation from games we've had yet. Like, I like The Last of Us. I think The Last of Us is very good, but this is a massive world. They didn't spare the budget. They didn't spare like the acting, the quality, the VFX, and actually has a good story. So, and it connects really well to the games because it kind of gives us the birth of some of the stuff we didn't know. Where did the Pip-Boy sign come from? It gives us that character. There's so much connection to this. And then we get our three main protagonists that are phenomenal. That intertwining story, so clever. But Walter Goggins, man, dude, is excellent in this.
Yeah, okay, so somebody never played the game at all. I didn't know about it. I mean, I knew of the game. I didn't really know what it was about other than I figured it had something to do with nuclear fallout, you know. I was drawn into our characters, especially Ella Purnell and Walton Goggins. Those two at the beginning. Now, Aaron Moten became way more of a intriguing character for me as the season went along. I didn't like the first episode, really. I mean, I liked it.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Because here's the thing. This is why. So we're in the vault and we're following Ella Purnell and all of them. And then literally no transition. We just cut and we're outside with these other people and there's big robots and I'm like, okay, is this flashback? Is this, I don't know.
Oh, did you mean the knights that they were showing?
The brotherhood there.
Yeah.
And so and then it went back a little bit and I didn't have any frame of reference for where we were.
That's really interesting. So every time like I saw they were going to a new location and then they were showing us, it's like, my son and I were like, it's the brotherhood, it's the brotherhood. We were like freaking out.
So at the beginning, I wasn't digging that because I was like, I'm trying to play catch up and trying to figure out the context of the world that I'm now living in, you know?
Yeah.
It then once I've been introduced a little better, now I'm all for it. And I can, obviously then the flashbacks, I can tell when they're flashbacks versus, going on simultaneously, but in another area, something like that. I thought, like for me, I loved how Ella Purnell is on the screen right now in that interview when we see her. That's how she is. I mean, she's so wide-eyed, so hopeful, so naive.
It's a pocket of humanity that hasn't been disturbed by the outside world.
She's a poor little homeschooler who is just about ready to go to community college.
It's exactly that.
And she's going to walk outside and go,
hello, everybody. Oh, you look nice. Gang.
But I got to tell you, the thing that caught me off guard, even with them, was the whole cousin thing. I mean,
but that would be so real, though, wouldn't it? Because you have a limited pocket of people.
The matter-of-factness, though, at which she talks about it.
Yeah, the line of... I know what you...
Well, and and the cousin being like, "Oh, but I love you,"
but I love you.
And it's like, well, it's fine for this, but we can't. You can't procreate.
We can only play cousins so often. I was like, but that means you have been.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. Yeah. With very subtle lines, they give all kinds of clues, and you're like, oh, okay.
But let's get this straight though. Fallout as a franchise has always been like a hard 18 or an R because it's graphic. The storylines in it are just so they. What I really appreciated, they didn't go, okay, we're going to dumb this down, make it family friendly.
Nice.
No.
Nice.
This is for the fans, and we're going to keep to the law.
That's great because I appreciated all of that. I loved the fact that she was. That we see her naivete so much, but it begins to change. She begins to get a little worldwide. She doesn't lose it. Like if we look at Civil War and Kirsten Dunst's character, or even Kaylee Spaney's character, Ella Purnell in this does not, as Lucy, she does not go full on
It's her
cold
moral
anymore.
code. She wholeheartedly believes in that way of life, that way of thinking.
Yeah, and she doesn't abandon it. Now she does, she does begin to adapt a little
She
bit.
needs to be savvy. Yeah.
Yeah, but I appreciated that. Walton Goggins, dude. Well, and so like all of these have context for you, right? I mean,
Yeah.
so I'm meeting everything for the very first time, and it was so great to see the alternating flashbacks to present, to flashback to present, to not only is that building out the mystery of what's going on and tying into the whole vault stuff, but then the watching him and it because there was even a point where I was like, wait, did I read that wrong? Did it say there was like we were like several hundred years in the future? And and you're like, well, but how is he alive still?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
then but then you know what? The show explains it. That's it. I loved it. It didn't leave me hanging. It didn't, because I'm a non-game player of, it didn't leave me in the dark for this. It explained it without being dumbed down, without it being like so spoon-fed that it's insulting. It was just interwoven throughout the story, and you're like, oh, okay.
I thought the sets were spot on. Like, they had created, like when I saw the shanty town, it was exactly, I felt like I'd been there. Like I said in my review, like they copy and pasted, but you can't, they had to make them. So like everything just felt like a proper love letter. And yet, I think mostly really took it as if you could come as a first time. Like you hadn't seen them before. The knights, they needed to be powerful and strong. But like in game, you always kind of like shipwrecks when you're about to meet one and fight one, or you giggle with glee when you find a suit, and you're like, oh.
Can you get in a suit?
Oh yeah,
as a player. Okay, nice.
Oh yeah. It does have power that you need to charge, but but yeah, you can wreck mostly everything with one of those suits. Talking about that, have a look at that picture with the VFX, and that I thought was excellent. It was creepy and gross.
When they showed inside its mouth,
yes,
I was like, wait a minute, what? Oh my gosh, that is creative and disgusting.
The mutant, and you believe it all because it's like a realized world. Everything is mutated, and it's been a couple of 100 years. So it's had time to really.
That is
things.
That is a massive and upset axolotl right there. It is.
Just, oh yes.
Yeah, not happy. Well, and the other thing, the rad bear, was just brutal and gnarly and nasty. I loved it.
There was one thing that was annoying for me, and it's a game thing, is that she didn't go into every room and like collect everything so she could sell it later.
I saw some tweets about that being over encumbered. Yeah. And you can't walk on or something like that. You can't move.
But what was brilliant is like with the knights, they have these guys that carry bags that are so big. I was like, well, that's how they do it then. They have someone else carrying their shit for them.
And the bag is just as big as they are. They could fit in the bag.
It's hilarious,
and it holds their gun, which I thought was even funnier because how in the world are you running with that thing?
How is that human even strong enough to...
Yeah, I'm sorry. I would get like maybe 3 feet and go, okay, I'm done.
I think the impression is that humans and everybody else out there are stronger than what we were
because of
mutation or whatever. Like when there's an attack, like right at the beginning of the first episode, you see how strong they are. And they're supposedly just human, but like fighting people that are underground from the vault, you get to understand. You're like, oh yeah, this is different.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. So I loved it. I mean, I thought it was a lot of fun. The world building, it captures and it transports us.
The companion.
Yeah. Well, which companion are we talking about?
I'm talking about the dog. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I would consider, well, no. I was just it was I was blown away when we get to different areas and Lucy has to do a task and you're like, wait a minute, what? That that's gross. And
That is good.
seriously, you're saying to do that? Oh, okay. I just yeah, okay, so for me, honestly, the best part of the show, at least the story wise, was the mystery of the vaults themselves.
Yeah.
That once we get to that point, which I think begins in like episode 4 or 5, where it really starts to dive into that, I was 100% hooked on that.
He was sucked in. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I want to know what's going on because they it's so frustrating in a great way at how they give us information but not really.
So the good news is they've already started working on season 2, and it's been so popular, like across the board, that like we're pretty much guaranteed to get that second season. They're going to be expanding
Nice.
that lore. I hope they're going to incorporate more of the other vaults and some of the other characters, perhaps. It'd be great to see that because they've done such a great job, and technically they have some of the assets now, so it shouldn't be as expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, gosh. Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun and I'm glad to see like all of the people familiar with the game praising it for the most
Yeah,
part.
it was just like a labor of love. That's what it felt like. It didn't feel like they were getting it wrong, or just we're gonna do a version of it. It just felt like we'd been given a story in that world.
Yeah, and I like that because it's it serves to give the fans what they want, need, deserve.
Yeah. Oh, that
And
picture,
then-
that moment was brilliant. Mostly
loved
because the
it.
reaction of the night.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Well, and I'm rooting then at that point
Yes.
for somebody because of behaviors and attitudes and words and everything. And it's like, yes. But I think I'm glad too, though, that like that this it didn't ignore those of us that have never played for the sake of trying to do just fan service.
Yeah, no,
that
exactly. It's not just fan service. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it balanced it out really well, and so that's exciting to see everybody enjoying it.
Before we wrap up on this one, cinematically, I thought it was like the look of it, the stylized, how the cinematography is done. I know that the first couple of episodes in many places were shown in IMAX, and that's how much faith and expense that they had in it, that they were showing like to some press that like this works on IMAX, it's that good.
Wow.
Because you've got to have a certain standard and quality of like the filmmaking, and even just the actual idea of like we're putting it out to people with 4K screens, but this has got to be good enough to be exposed to cinema level quality.
Yeah. Okay. That's nice. I didn't realize that, but that does speak to the quality and everything that they do. Cool. We good?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on then. Hit everybody up in the chat. How about that? We have not talked to you for a while, and we have a lot of comments to get to, which is outstanding. I'm scrolling up to find out where we left off. Golly, I'm scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Animation Fanboy 2004, welcome. Hey, how are you? Let's see. Seven Seas Drama has one for you, Ruben. Can you skip My Hero Academia 5 and just start watching 6?
What? Who's skipping a whole season? Yeah. Okay. So it is it's one of those training seasons, but the progress of the characters, you need to have seen those episodes so that when you get to season 6 and the proper worldwide arc happens, you care about those characters because they introduce new kind of team members, or the way they interact with each other, or some of them have abilities that they've learned in season 5 that you'll be like, where did that come from? When did you get like that? Yeah, no, especially even for like our main protagonist who's learning to cope with some serious darkness about his powers even. Yeah, you can't. No, damn it, don't skip anime.
Wow. Okay. So
No, I wouldn't.
you don't feel passionate about that, huh?
Not at all. No, no. No, I mean, you'll be fine. You'll catch up. It's anime. But for me, I need the context and background.
Nice. I love you. An American-British fellow in a LOL conversation for a straight 10 to 15 minutes with the so-called world wall plugs.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry about that, Olivia.
That's the little insight into our brain. Because what was it last week off air? You and I were talking about some other word. We were talking about biscuits, weren't we? And you were trying to figure out why in the world Americans would put gravy on biscuits.
Gravy and biscuits. Like, are you insane? What's wrong with you?
And so we're shooting pictures back and forth to each other of like,
this is what you dunk it in tea.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Badger, these are important topics in need of discussion. I believe
agree.
you're talking about the
100%.
wall plugs. And yes, absolutely. Hey,
Yeah.
we are solving the world's problems here. Okay. Oh, Mr. Saxon, best thing you watched this week. One episode of Fallout left and think it's brilliant. Yeah. A friend who binged it all in one night. Yep. That's it. It is definitely binge worthy. Ruben, did you sit down? Because I know you said you stayed up way too late, but did that mean you watched the entire thing all the way through?
Yeah, all together, yeah.
That's a chunk, but worth
But
it.
I didn't mind it. Like, I was just like, next one.
Which you know,
Give it to my eyeballs.
That's it. That's the sign of a great one where you're sucked in.
Hey, Chris.
Yes.
Resident wall plug.
Very much
Resident
so.
Evil.
Yes. Yeah. No, I got that.
Just, yeah. Ghost wall plug.
The
Or
evil
wall
wall
plug
plug.
busters.
Blockbusters. Oh, goodness. Okay. Bunny Dojo. I saw Civil War After All. Oh, awesome. Great acting. Agree. Not like the trailer. Think could have been set in any war, though. Yeah. They didn't have to have it, how it tears. Wait, they didn't have how it tears families apart, which is the worst part of a civil war. Yeah, I do agree there. But I think had they done that, it would have drawn away focus from the reporters, but maybe they could have still...
I think they could have shown us more of the reporters because they were kind of the family. They knew each other. They worked on each other. If they'd shown like maybe one leaving his family, that it could have worked that way. Yeah, his or her family, theirs. Yeah.
Shiny wants to watch Civil War. Everybody says it's good, but it sounds depressing. So he's going to watch the other Civil War. Hey, that's a great movie too.
Oh, that's also an awesome movie.
That's a spectacular one, and that
Nicely
fight
done.
scene where they
Watch the one
bounce
Civil
on the
War
shield
first, and then watch the other one.
Yes. Lovia is on episode 5 of Fallout. Good, loving that you're enjoying it as well. Juice, hey, good day. How are you?
Good day.
Good day. I can't. I'm sorry. I apologize to all the
Good day,
everybody that. Yeah, exactly. I should stop doing accents. Chris Retzlaff. Plemons' scene was unbelievable, and the scene with the snipers really summed up everything. He's trying to kill me. I'm trying to kill him. That was such a funny scene.
Are you stupid?
Yeah. Yeah, because it didn't matter, and that really does. You're right. That did sum up everything because we didn't know whose side was who was on. Yeah. We don't even know that the people that we see, even though they're dressed in camo,
who's giving you orders? Like, did you not understand? No, I got it. Why are you here? Why is this happening?
Then they ask Kaylee Spaney, and she says it just so plainly, and then they look at him.
Yeah, it was funny, but in like a what the hell way.
Yeah, no, absolutely, yes. Plebeian Peasant. Hey, guys. Have you seen a show called A Gentleman in Moscow? Stars Ewan McGregor and is set in the 1920s. I had screeners for this. No, I didn't have screeners. This is on Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
I didn't get an opportunity to watch it yet.
It's out now, I believe. Like 3 episodes at least. Yeah.
Yeah. Did Plebeian? Have you been watching it? Is it
No,
worth
but I looked
checking
at
out?
it and I thought that looks like Ewan McGregor. So now I know it is Ewan McGregor.
You know what? Funny enough, though, if I'm not mistaken, Mary Elizabeth Winstead is also in it.
Really
Yeah, his wife.
interesting.
So
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
cool. Niket, hey, welcome.
I
Good to
read
have
that
you on
as
there.
Elo,
Hello.
Elo, E-L.
The, the perks of being a
So
wall
being a wall
plug.
plug. 2 thumbs up.
Oh, it's so bad. Oh, right on. Okay, so now we have conversations going back in the chat, which is outstanding. So Yasi watched Gran Torino, Mule, and Million Dollar Baby, and Unforgiven. He had a huge Clint Eastwood
Jeez, yeah,
thing there.
that's
Yeah. Badgers.
you know
So-
what? Cap can do this all day. Yeah,
that is America's ass.
yeah.
Badger. Binge Fallout, happily devoured every scene, no complaints, excellent adaptation. Yeah, no, I get that. Too much walking, but every player understands that the wasteland is part of the experience, almost a separate character. Well, yeah, I mean, things are decimated, right? They have to get from point A to point B, and
That was my favorite part of the game, though. Just walk in any direction. Let's go see what's out there. And you come across a little shack, and you're like stealing ashtrays and like you're getting some weird drugs that who knows? Let's try what this drug does. You try that, and you're like, oh yeah, that's not good for me. You kill a roach or eat the roach. You look through the drawers, find old money, bottle caps. That's now currency, and then you have like this little weird computer that gives you a bit of like, so and so lived here and left a treasure box in some way, but it's infested with these things, and you're like, oh cool, side quest. Awesome.
I loved the capitalism tie-ins that
Yes.
they were
So
putting
good.
in there. So, I mean, even down to the why the bottle caps and the specific bottle caps too. I thought that was
Nuka-Cola.
Ella Purnell was really good. She was. Well, I was going to say something, but that could be a spoiler for anybody who hasn't seen. But yes, she's really good. She plays the younger version of one of our characters, and
Okay.
yeah. Mr. Saxon agrees. The first episode of cutting to the night in the wasteland before we'd seen Lucy leave the vault was a mistake. Should not have seen the outside world. Yeah, well, we should have seen the outside world when she did.
That's really interesting. That's like 2 points of view, both. Yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah, I think coming from the game, I just that was like, oh yeah, cool, nice.
Really hate Thaddeus in Fallout. Thought it was his redeeming arc, but hate what he did. I wasn't sure if I'm supposed to totally root for that guy or not, because like
Yeah, I didn't get like I wasn't sure.
at points I was, or like I was like, oh well, no, I want to, but then also I'm like, I don't know if I can trust you.
Yeah, no, I kind of agree with that comment. Like that, I was like, yeah, I don't trust him.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, vault scenes or vault sets, brilliantly done.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
it
looked
was,
so authentically perfect. It was great.
it was really nice. And it set the tone too, especially when you go from vault to vault,
Yeah,
and you see the differences and the horrifying things in certain parts. Nice. Wall plug identity.
nice.
Nice, very good. Wall plug trek into the darkness. That's a mouthful. Oh, good evening, Son of Soils. Hi, how are you? Welcome. Wall plug wars, the Phantom socket. Nice.
Yeah, that's creative. I like that one.
Wall plug enter the socket verse. Oh,
gosh.
that's a good one too.
Really
Oh
going
my
out there.
gosh, dude, yeah. If it wasn't for all the decent, hardworking wall plugs, posters, and shelves may fall off walls all over the world. Maybe even the whole plug.
Oh gosh.
Please stop calling it a wall plug. It's not a wall plug. It's an anchor.
Nah, Sorry, you're wrong. Everybody has said wall plug, so
Yeah, I know. Well, that was the task, though. Oh gosh. All right. Chris Retzloff started playing Fallout 4.
exactly what I said. There's going to be huge resurgence of these games now.
Yeah. Okay. Now this is interesting because I've seen several other people mentioning this also. Chris says, I almost wish this was a weekly release. I had no willpower to spread the series out. And a lot of people were saying it was a mistake of Amazon to not give this a weekly release.
Yeah, I could see that. Would it be more watch time? It could be an event TV like Game of Thrones every week. I understand that. And there's enough, because it's a chunky episodes for each of them, there's enough to go on with and enough story. Just depends on those cliffhangers. You kind of want to give it a contained story within the episode and then go to the... I don't know if you would feel as emotionally engaged because we're following three main protagonists. Yeah, it could get a little confusing.
Let me ask you this, since you watched it once it aired, did you, at the beginning of each episode, did you have the previously on?
No. Or did I skip it?
Oh, maybe. Because on my screeners,
Yeah.
the first minute and 5 seconds or so was previously on Fallout.
Oh, yeah, I honestly don't remember that. What I do remember is the end of episode 1, it said this season on... and I was like, don't you freaking dare. Stop doing that.
Stop! Yeah, what the heck? Here's every spoiler.
Spoilers at the end. Like, here's the best moments. Why watch the series now?
Yeah,
Jog on.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. The Fred Armisen cameo, yeah, very short, but it was great. I thought all of the cameos, I was actually really surprised at how many different actors we get through there. So that was Wall Plug 4.
Which one is that? Terminator 4? Rocky 4?
There's so many. It's
so
Universal.
many.
Universal
Lethal
there.
Weapon 4? But because then it would be...
Wall Plug Lethal or Wall Plug Weapon.
Yeah. Well,
Oh gosh, that's that you have to go Lethal Wall Plug.
Lethal Weapon Wall Plug.
Oh, the final scenes giving a glimpse of the glowing sea was pretty cool too. Yeah. I don't think we want to talk too much about that because it could be
we don't want to give away
spoiler
stuff,
there. Yeah. Do you guys have a video game you think would make a good TV show? I think Alan Wake would make a great Twin Peaks-esque show.
Yeah, I mean, Alan Wake is technically a TV series or movie already. The way you play it is very first person. You have a narrator, a writer. It's very scary. I mean, if they could do it right, it would be great. But there's a lot of like, what's real and what's not sort of scenes in that. We've done a lot. Like Tomb Raiders have been done.
I'm looking at some of my old school
that
games
that I would love to see be done. Like a Skyrim. Who's going to tackle Skyrim? Like dragons and Vikings and.
I don't think this game would be good as an adaptation, but I just want to see it done. It's a 2D side scroll from Sega Genesis called Booger Man.
Okay.
And he goes through these swamps, and he's a superhero, and he flings boogers, he farts.
So that's your choice?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. I'm going to choose Guitar Hero. That's the story behind that.
No.
Actually, The Order would be amazing.
The Order?
The Order 1886. It's a werewolf game set in a different London in like the 1800s. It's like steampunk meets gothic horror. Yeah. That would be really good.
What's that one with the rats and the and the light?
Plague Tale. A Plague's Tale would be an amazing movie. Yeah.
See, I think that could be because it's just.
That would be.
I mean,
awesome.
you could build a story into that. You know what I mean?
Really good story and small cast. So that could be mostly on the VFX with the rats and stuff. But yeah, that would be amazing. And 1 and 2, so you could do 2 seasons because they're both
Nice.
excellent. Yeah.
Right on. Best thing to watch this week from Son of Soils, season 1 of Ganaball 2022.
Nice.
Have you seen that? It sounds like an
I
anime.
I know of it. I think I've seen it. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Okay.
Cannibal, I hear only good things.
Cool.
Pretty sure that's a South Korean horror.
Seriously? What?
Yeah, there's a rumor about the beautiful village people get eaten here. Police officer Agua Diego uncovers a horrifying truth lurking in everyday life. Yeah, I think you can find that
it's
on
on
Disney
Hulu.
Plus or Hulu. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, thank you for that. Gonna add that because that looks.
Oh, that's definitely right up your street. If you're
Yeah,
thinking,
it
like,
is.
Connect, all of those kind of Disney, Hulu, South Korean shows that aren't on Netflix. Yeah.
Yeah, no, outstanding. Okay, well, thank you. That's outstanding. Seven Seas drama regarding Fallout. Can I watch season 1 and stop? Does season have a complete arc?
There is a story completion, but it leaves it open.
Well, the mystery is not totally solved yet.
No.
I think so. That, yeah, I don't know. Yes, yeah.
You see, I loved House of the Ninja, even though that was open. I thought that first season was incredible. I can't wait to watch more.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I felt satisfied by the end of it.
Yeah,
so it's
I was
not
satisfied. I wasn't disappointed. Like, there are some series that, like, literally will end in such a cliffhanger that just doesn't make sense. Mid Punch, Warrior Nun, for example. And that was, some of the best TV I'd ever seen up till that point.
Everything that just came out of Ruben's mouth was a lie. Series was trash.
War Plug Nun. There we go.
Yeah, exactly. Wall plug none. Oh gosh. Oh, Badger seeing Dune 2 tonight for the first time.
Awesome.
Outstanding.
Enjoy.
Yeah. Good. Yasi watched Bleeding Love. So did Ruben. So okay. I don't know if we're going to talk about it. We'll have to wait and see. Everybody is broken in some way in Fallout. No good guys, really. I don't know about that. I don't know if I can. I mean, because I think Ella Purnell's as Lucy. I think she's a good guy.
I think there's a couple of others that have growth that really want to be the hero, but the world that they live in doesn't allow them to be.
Yeah, I like. Well, I think even though it's kind of a revenge tale, I mean, the ghoul is.
Oh yeah, you understand why he's angry, why he's like that.
Yeah. I mean,
And 200 years of that before you start doing your main arc story. Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, and Lucy's brother, played by Moises Arias. I think
I honestly kind of wanted him to be the protagonist. I love Lucy, but because he's so scared, him growing as a character is great.
But see, I think that's a good thing for him to be carrying the story that's inside the vault.
Yeah.
Versus the others, and she gets to,
and that's almost more interesting because there's a bigger story there. So
yeah, well, that's truly where I'm at. Like I'm like, ooh, yeah, I want to go. Yeah. Okay, Quinn, Chris, do you plan on playing any of the games? Okay, so I do have either on Steam or Epic. I have at least one of the Fallout games.
yeah, that's not the question, Chris.
I know, but I have to give context here. I want to play some of the games. I don't know how quickly I will get to any of them.
Chris bought me a game that he bought for himself so that we could play together. Have we?
No, we haven't yet. I haven't even played it with my kids yet either. So, but I bought Forza 4.
Horizon. Nice.
Yeah, no, I installed it on my Xbox.
Good job. That means you played it, right?
So no, I just installed it. So
okay, cool.
There's, I mean,
You have
it's
a
gonna
life.
anything.
You're married, you have a job, and you got to do reviews. Like, when do you find the time? The answer is you make time, Chris. You make time, damn it.
See, you were giving my excuse
I
for
was,
me, which
and
sounds
then
so far like less than an excuse, and then you just bast me with the thing. Nice.
did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you. Great friend. Awesome.
That's what I'm here for.
Love it. I love it. Okay, Richard Copeland. Hey there. You played only Fallout 3 and New Vegas. Which is your favorite? Which did you like better? And Ruben, which out of those two do you like better?
New Vegas. Every time the answer is New Vegas. Yeah.
Okay. And you were saying, I think in your review that one is that one not made by Bethesda?
It's not even Bethesda, no. And it's like the smallest map, but because of the way they've designed the story, it's so fun. And it has incredible DLCs, yeah.
So let me ask you a question, and I don't know which game this is in. There's one that's like decision based, where you, as you make more and more decisions, you can become the villain or the hero of the story.
So Fallout 4, deciding what faction to join will give you a different ending. So like you can join the Brotherhood. And you can join the technologically advanced, or you can join whatever. Yeah, and that will change the outcome.
I'm not sure if that's one. My son, my youngest, was playing one of the games one time, and this was when the Xbox was like in the main room, and so my wife was there watching also, and he went in and had the choice to either annihilate this town or not. And it changes the outcome of the game, whether he did.
Yeah, no, which one is that? I think it's 4. Yeah, there's a nuke in one of the town. You can decide whether to explode the nuke or not. Yeah, and that obviously has effects on the story. Yeah, there's lots of this, like in dialogue as well. There's lots of decisions. Yeah.
Yeah, my wife was like, in kind of shocked disbelief of like, oh my goodness, our child is like
but I
destroying
do wonder, like,
everybody.
how many people didn't? Like, you see it, you want to blow it up, right?
He did.
It's a nuke. Come on. You actually get a gun that shoots mini nukes, which is amazing because when you face off Death Eaters, you kind of need them.
Yeah, something. Yeah, nice. Fro, hey, how are you? Loved Fallout. I in my head I heard your voice saying that, so that's awesome. It's an amazing show. Yeah, lots of fun. Bunny Dojo talking to Chris Retzlaff, mom and they're watching Deal or No Deal Island because.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna write myself a note now. I want to see one episode just to see what it is. Why you find
killing
the
me.
joy out of this. Deal or No. And this is the American version, right? Deal or No Deal.
Is there any other version? Does
I
any
thought there
other
were loads of kinds.
society do this kind of silliness? I don't know. Imagine. The Amazon platform with its previously and coming up mixed with intrusive ads was annoying. Oh, I guess if you're watching with Fallout, it had previously on and then getting interrupted by
so
ads.
You can pay now extra to not have ads,
which is a terrible business plan because you should just make.
I'm already paying like a big chunk for a year to be on Amazon Prime, which was always included of this cool stuff, which is why everybody keeps it, right?
Yes.
And now they're like, no, but pay extra not to see our ads, and you're like.
Yeah, see, that's like Disney and Max and everything else. I'm sorry, no. You just make cheaper tiers. Don't punish those of us who have been early adopters of your product and make it more expensive so we have to maintain the service that we already have.
I don't remember any ads on mine at all. Maybe I just blanked them out. Okay.
Last Temptation of Wallplug. Oh, my goodness. Good. Oh, Alice in Wallplug Land. Oh. Excuse me, dude, I want to watch Alice in Borderland again. I am like so in the mood for that.
It's great.
Should have gone weekly with Fallout, just like what they did with Shogun. Okay.
Almost at the 10th episode now. I'm can't wait.
You're almost there, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna watch it in 2 days. So, because I don't know, 10 hours, because they're long episodes as well, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They're chunky.
Yeah, so I'll
Yeah.
watch the 5 and the 5. Yeah.
Have we watched Back to Black? No, it hasn't even come out yet.
I haven't.
In the middle of
I'm not
May.
I'm not a massive fan of Amy. It's Amy Winehouse, right?
It is.
Of the music, and I know the story, so it's gonna be depressing. So it's like all of the boxes of why I wouldn't watch it.
I've seen the trailer and I was blown away by the
What by like
by the
how she
actress's
looks.
performance. Yeah,
Right, as-
how she captured that. So yes, I am very much looking forward to it.
I think it's out here though.
No, it comes out May 17th.
What? Really?
What? How could it?
Back to Black.
Well, in the U.S., it
No,
comes.
it's out.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, it's out.
Everywhere else, it came out like in early April or this weekend.
Yeah.
And wow, May 17th.
It has loads of showings as well, so they're obviously expecting people to really be engaged with this.
Yeah. The only place it seems, at least according to IMDb, that has their release after ours is Spain.
Sorry, Spain.
Yeah. So, okay. Sonic the Wall Plug.
What have I done?
Luke Wallplugger. Oh my gosh. Until Dawn 2015 would make a great TV show. I'm not familiar with that game.
You would love that because it's a proper horror, Chris. Properly scary.
Oh, is it really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. What do you say? Do you think we should dive back in and then hit up comments?
I agree.
Come back to okay. So we will do that. We will come back to your comments in just a minute. Ruben, who's going first?
It's your turn. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to talk about a South Korean movie then called Exhuma. And
firstly, where's this showing, Chris?
it's
Is
in
this like digital? Or is it
no, it's
cinema?
in theaters.
Okay.
I when I reached out and got the screeners for Sting, they asked me if I would like any other movies, and then they said, "Hey, we have this one coming up," and I said, "Oh, okay." And I looked, and it was in theaters, at least in the U.S. I don't know if it's worldwide. My guess is it's not a massive release, but
I haven't even heard of this one.
it is. It's longer and it's a little slow, but it is a supernatural horror thriller, probably more thriller than horror.
Okay.
But what we have is these two people, a shaman and her sidekick, her assistant, are contacted by a family. They're a Korean family, but they are now living in the U.S. And the firstborns of their family have all been afflicted with something, and they just had a baby. This family just had a baby, and it's going through the same thing. So the shaman is called to perform some sort of ritual to help maybe cleanse the evil spirits or whatever. That then leads them on this journey to exhume an ancestor that they believe may have something. Maybe it's maybe it had a curse put on them. Maybe it's just ill at rest. You know what I mean? And hasn't been able to move on. And so when they go back to South Korea, they work with what's called a geomancer. And this person basically feels out the vibe and the aura of land. And so knows whether or not this plot is good, whether this is going to be appropriate, or how things should face, or where it should look for different types of projects, whether that's a building or a burial site. And I love that this gives a lot of insight into the culture and into the beliefs, and then into superstition and ritual and all of that. But we get to watch where just a regular exhumation is happening, and they're going to, because something is not right. There's wonkiness, maybe, going on in the family. The spirit is unsettled, whatever that is. And so we get to watch them. And so as they dig down, actually, even before that, the geomancer will taste the dirt to see how everything is.
Christ.
Then, yeah, but he can tell, is it sweet or is it bitter? And if it's bitter, that means something bad is going on within the land, and maybe they need to move. But when they exhume them, they say different things. They chant different things because of the practices, the traditions that they have, and maybe superstitions, or at least in their belief system. So it's kind of cool to see all of this, because what that does is shape everything. Because then once we go back to the family, and they discover some things hidden in the history, and then they begin to exhume. Well, the geomancer doesn't want to. He wants nothing to do with it.
Okay.
And we then begin to see why. And this transforms from a drama mystery type of thing into then a supernatural possession horror. And we get some weird visuals, and they're quick, and you're like, wait a minute, is that what? I actually rewound it because I was like, no way, what? And you can pause it on, like, there's like 4 frames or something. It's just this weird, you're like, that's not right. And then it pulls in real history to augment the story, to make it even more plausible, to bring it into the real world, so that you can see, like, well, this was really going on in history, and these behaviors, because in Korea, I mean, it has to do eventually. It pulls in some Japanese feelings and some Japanese involvement, which there was, like, the Japanese at that point were terrible to them. I mean, they were the invaders and destroying people. And so that plays into it also. That history plays into the overarching thing. It's not always, well, it's not happy for a lot of it. And it does, they do some things to characters where you're like, oh, really? Okay. We get the special effects, I think, are pretty good, because a lot of the time it's more practical than anything. That we just, in tricks of the camera to give things different heights or sizes. So I had a lot of fun with it. I mean, way more than I even knew I was going to.
Much better than you expected.
Yeah, well, I didn't really know what to expect either, though. I mean, especially because at first I thought it was just a mystery. And then I watched the trailer before we watched it, and I was like, oh, no, this is a horror and a thriller. I'm the totally different mindset now going into it. The Geomancer is in
a great name.
Right? Let me address that really quick, because at the beginning we see some things, and I honestly thought that they might be doing a satirization of some of these characters, because we see rituals and we see the way they talk and the way they reference things, and it's so far outside of what American culture sees or is used to,
right?
That I was like, wow, that seems weird that they would be kind of making fun of this or poking at it. They're not. I mean, it's really just presenting this, and we need to go with it. And so it's just outstanding there. The the man who plays the Geomancer is the main character from Daiso from Old Boy.
Oh, really? Okay. Oh, no, I did recognize him from that picture. Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. I mean, you figure that's 20 years old. So obviously he's
aged a bit. Yeah.
He has aged a bit. Yeah, exactly. But it's, I think if you have the opportunity to see this and you like the slower, just
the building of the story before you get the payoff.
Yeah. And there's definite ominousness to it.
So in the UK, this is Come and Gone on cinemas. It came out in March.
Okay.
And I can't see a release date for the UK,
Digital.
But in HBO, digital's coming to HBO in November 25th. So a while to wait yet.
Wow. My guess would be then, if it's going to HBO,
It
then
might come
that's
to digital before that.
yeah. My guess is that you'll be able to rent it at some point on Prime or something like that. Hopefully soon. I yeah, it's not scary, scary, but it's unsettling at points.
Okay, sounds interesting.
So
I'm always down for new like K dramas. So yeah.
yeah, and this is a new term that I didn't really know exist. I saw somebody reference it. It's called K horror.
Okay, all right, okay.
Yeah, which makes sense, but still, Okay, what's
Was
on
there
yours?
drama in the K horror?
There was. Yeah, yeah,
Well, then, good drama horror.
yeah.
Yeah, somebody mentioned already that they thought Bleeding Love was okay. I think I enjoyed it more than them. Bleeding Love is Ewan McGregor and his daughter playing father and daughter. This is very much an indie film, and the reason why I wanted to cover it is because I feel like this is just going to get passed by a lot of people, which is a shame because it's a nice little gem. It's about Hugh McGregor's character as a dad didn't really know how to be a dad, and he was into drugs and stuff, and didn't raise his daughter right. So they have a very strange relationship. Now, it starts with the film where she's kind of messed up and almost killed herself, and so they go on a connecting road trip where he's taking his daughter to a place that's, I guess, is kind of the MacGuffin of the movie, from because it's a road trip to get to this thing where she can start her painting again. And so it's the story where they connect as father and daughter and basically air their crap that they need to and connect in a very real way. But part of what makes this film really fun and entertaining is the weird characters they meet along the road trip. Some are really out there, some are really kind. There's an example that his daughter has to pee on the roadside because there's no, like, some parts of America, just desolate, and so she's peeing, and something bites her on her downstairs part. And so they're looking for a doctor because she needs help to kind of clean it and, disinfect it or whatever. But it's so late at night that, like, the chemists are closed. So they come across a prostitute, and that's the only female around. And, the dad doesn't want to look at his parts.
Yeah.
And so that is so there's, like, really genuine, funny moments, really, really big gut punches. So with the atmospheric look of this, because it's that sort of road trip, big landscapes, beautifully shot in that kind of indie vibe, and then you have father and daughter who are actually father and daughter, and so they bring across that sort of connection. Like, it's 100% believable. Like, you just believe their characters, that they've gone through that. And I know Ewan McGregor in his life, he has gone through some, not quite like it, so he brings a lot of experience to this. And so seeing him, it's not just one of those, hey, I'm Ewan McGregor and getting my daughter to act. She's actually been in quite a few things. You have a look at her IMDb page, she's been on things you will recognize. I think they both have incredible acting chops, and as a one-time indie watch, Ewan McGregor should be enough for you just to go, oh, it's Ewan McGregor, I'm going to give that a go. But I thought this was really well done. I enjoyed it a lot.
Nice. It is. It's for rent on Prime in the U.S.
It's just come out of the cinema here, so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that looks good. I had gotten an email about it a few weeks ago and just.
Chris, I'm going to change my battery because I cannot hear you at all. You've just gone completely silent. So just check that people can hear you in the comments, and I'll change my battery.
Okay, can you hear me now? I don't even know if anybody can hear me. My computer hiccuped. That's what it was, which is awesome.
It's working.
Hey, can you hear me now, Ruben?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, that wasn't yours. It was mine. My computer hiccuped and went away. Can you hear? Can you hear me? I can't hear you.
Okay.
Oh,
there we go. There we go. What
Okay.
is happening?
That was riveting TV right there,
That was
everybody.
weird.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
I can, and it was not your computer or your thing. It was me. My computer hiccuped, and the microphone just disconnected itself. I don't know.
Oh,
why.
weird. Okay.
Yeah, odd. So, anyway, I know what I was going to ask you. Is it? Does it end in a like in a
Very
good way?
satisfying way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Let's see here. We've talked about everything. I think that's on my list.
Best thing, yeah, mine too.
Yeah. Okay. You want to hit up the comments and then we'll continue on?
Okay.
Okay, let's see.
Let's
here.
do that. Let's do it, Chris.
No. Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, where are we at? I'm trying to find the good grief. Lots of comments here. Where did they go? Sorry, everybody. I know. I see them also. I'm just trying to find where I left off.
Do you need different glasses?
There it is. No, I'm good. Okay, Darth Plugger. Good Lord. What did you do? Okay, Olive wants to know, have we heard of Zendaya's new movie, Challengers?
Yeah.
Yeah, the press for the movies is great, especially her outfits. That is outstanding audio. Thank you for that. Even better. Okay. Yes, I'm seeing that in 2 weeks. I know a lot of press have already seen it.
I don't want to watch it.
I'm ambivalent on it because the content doesn't look like it's going to be happy.
But it also, there's a lot of, from what I've seen from the trailer, she looks like she's having sex with two guys. It looks very naked. Not that I have issue with that. But she's cheating on Spider-Man. And I can't handle that. Sorry.
Well, Spider-Man's not in it, so, But
Exactly. He's not there. Does he know?
She doesn't know who he is, remember?
Oh, God damn it. See, it's even worse. It's just sad.
Well, for him, not for her. She doesn't know yet. Anyway, yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know if I want to see.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about
the
it. Like,
the trailer makes me feel hinky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fallout made me miss Silo too. Can't wait for season 2. Chris, yes.
Yes.
Silo. I love Silo.
Silo was so good,
okay,
and
yes.
they're amazing books.
Okay, see, I need to buy those. I need to read those. That'll be good. You know what? I just found out last night too, which is neither here nor there, but PSA for anybody at least living in the U.S. Hoopla, which is connected to your library.
What is Hoopla?
Hoopla, it's a website that allows you to like rent or borrow books from your public library.
Oh.
So you can rent, like digital books or audio books, something like that. Well, I found out last night that there is a Roku app and you can rent movies. And there are some current movies on there. Like there's all of A24's movies. Not all of them are staying. I mean, some of them are leaving their site soon, but it's free. So if you have a library card in the United States, you can sign up for a Hoopla account using your library card number and then just borrow these things. It's like, what? So if you have a whole bunch of streaming services like I do, but occasionally a movie is not on any of those, which does happen, I found one on Hoopla. Go figure. So anyway, there you go.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah. The Life wall plug with Socket Sisu. Oh.
What movie is that?
The Life Aquatic. Wes Anderson.
Right.
You don't like Wes Anderson, so.
No.
Yeah. Bring me the head of wall plug.
Nice.
Yes. How do you feel about movies as a form of escapism? Not just entertainment. Like some turn to alcohol, others to movies.
Yes.
Absolutely. I mean, that's what you and I talk about that a lot, actually. The escapism.
That's why I watch movies. Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many of them that you go to that it doesn't matter if they're good or bad. It's to let you outside of the real world and to go into some place that doesn't exist to, well, escape, right?
Exactly.
I love it. I think it's an appropriate form, and I think it's a much needed.
It's much healthier than, like, let's say, alcohol or drugs. You know.
Yeah, absolutely, and even less expensive. I mean, it is expensive, but not nearly as expensive
But not nearly as a tough vice than the other things could be, or gambling, for a say.
Yeah. Badger wants me to play Fallout on Twitch.
That would be so fun. I'd love to watch that.
How about if I just do it on YouTube?
Yeah, you could do it on YouTube. Yeah.
Because I don't need to create one more.
Another thing you've got to control.
Yeah,
Yeah, you should be fine. You're already monetizing that, so that would make sense.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I could just do that, and then I don't know what kind of copyright strikes I'd get right off the bat from Fallout. But I think
you can do stuff like make it copyright friendly, turn off the music, and then
okay.
Do your own stuff. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Cool. See, I don't know any of this. That's good. Okay. Installing a game is half the battle. See? Right there. Look, I'm halfway there to Forza 4, right? Fallout's a good staycation game. Say goodbye to 5 hour chunks of time. That's great. Okay. You watched Drive Away Dolls, and then my review. Okay. Did you like Drive Away Dolls? It just came on Peacock in the U.S. So I mixed on it, you know? Like I enjoyed parts and thought there was so much more potential to it. You haven't seen that yet, have you?
No.
Do you want to?
No.
Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to, Chris and Bunny Dojo are talking about Deal or No Deal Island. So there you go. Okay, so Chris Retzlaff says X-Men 97 this week was crazy. And X-Men 97 broke the servers this week, Yossi said.
I was waiting to watch this week's because it was a part 1 and 2. So, I've got 2 to watch. I'm loving X-Men 97 so far. This is perfect. Yeah.
I saw a lot of comments on Twitter and stuff about people being moved by 97 by this episode. So I've never watched any of them.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Have we seen the trailer for the sci-fi Apple TV series Dark Matter? Dude, okay, so I did not watch the trailer because I've read the novel by Blake Crouch. The novel is spectacular.
Well, I have the screeners, so I'm very excited to give that a go.
Me too. I am really looking forward to this one. And I read Dark Matter like 2.5 years ago or something like that. So I don't remember every bit of, all of the details in there, which I think will be good.
I think that's good because you don't want it too fresh in your mind because you don't want to compare it. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And when I read it, I didn't know that there was going to be an adaptation.
Right.
But it's got Joel Edgerton and is it Jennifer Connelly there, I think?
She does good sci-fi. She was great in the TV series of Bong Joon-ho, the Snowpiercer series.
Oh, okay. I didn't watch that. I only watched the movie.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Chris Retzlaff, Yossi, also looking forward to Dark Matter. Lovia, so much Fallout today. Love it. Question for Chris. Are you still continuing watching Attack on Titan? Which episode are you at? Please watch it with English subtitles. Okay. No, I haven't gone back to it yet. And that's not because I don't want to or not that I'm not liking it. I've just had a lot of other things to watch. Will I go back to it? Absolutely. I will try to watch it. I'll probably watch it with subtitles just because I can then do it because it's on Hulu with subtitles. The one I was watching it before was dubbed, which wasn't bad. I didn't mind the dub.
Crunchyroll has both as well if you want to choose. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
We're still watching it, my wife and I. We're almost on season 4 now.
Nice. Well, oh no, my youngest and his girlfriend just finished season 1. They've been watching it together. So yeah, It's good. Taka, hey there, welcome. You want this now? It's going to take forever to get to us, which I think is what was the movie we were just talking about that, is
Exhuma?
no Back to Black. I think is the
Back to
one.
Black. Right.
Yeah, that is out until not forever.
Okay.
Have you seen Death Race 2008?
Yeah.
I have not. Is it good?
It's fine.
Okay. 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 Fair enough.
It's the Jason Statham film.
Oh, which is a remake, right? Because Death Race is
a few times, I think, yeah. And there's like
Okay.
Death Race 1 and 2 and 3 and whatever. Like
Okay.
a franchise of Death Races.
Gotcha. Okay. Naoki Exhuma gave so much of the wailing vibe. Oh yeah, I could see that, especially the slow unraveling, and then as it gets more and more intense as we get it further into the mystery and
I'm trying
stuff.
to remember what the wailing was.
It's
Oh wait, yeah, okay, no, I know. Yeah,
yeah,
that was great.
Yes. Yeah. Let's see here. Okay. Everybody was answering me from back when we could hear me. No, it couldn't
Cheers,
hear me.
everybody.
How do we like the Joker 2 trailer? I think I watched it 30 times, Chris. Ruben, did you watch the Joker 2 trailer?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it made me get on board. I was like, yeah, because I wasn't sure before. Like the first one for me is so good that I was like, a sequel and it's a musical, really. But now seeing how they're doing the music, I was like, okay, I get it now. This is gonna work. The finishing shot is incredible.
Is that the one with drawing the
Yeah, with
lipstick?
the smile.
Okay. I have not watched the trailer. There's actually
on
several
board.
trailers that I need to watch, but I'm glad everybody that watched it has been like, "Oh my gosh!"
Yeah,
So
no, and I didn't expect to. Like, I was totally. I also
Yeah.
saw a new trailer for The Crow, and I have to say, it looks much better than I expected. Like, I was totally against it. The remake of The Crow.
Did you see the first trailer?
Yeah, I wasn't
Okay.
into it at all. And
Okay.
this new one, I was like, okay, now I get it. You really are kind of doing your own thing, still kind of keeping to that lore. And the tattoos and the look of it makes more sense. It reminds me less of Jared
Leto.
Leto's Joker now.
Okay.
Which is great because that's how I was referencing it. So I was like, oh, not that. We saw a new trailer. Well, not even a trailer. A trailer for Fury Road. Not Fury Road. Furiosa.
Furiosa, yeah.
And I have to say, I'm really worried about this movie. Like, that first Mad Max was incredible. Like the first one, Fury Road. This one, I don't know if it's the trailer, but they also had like this weird ad segment where Chris Hemsworth and what's her face?
Anya Taylor-Joy.
Anya Taylor-Joy. They're promoting the movie basically, and they say you got to watch it at the cinema, that sort of thing, and they're like feeding off each other, and it was so like they just didn't want to be there. There was no love for the film. There was no like excitement. It's one of like either that the press tour has been bad and they're like so tired, or they weren't scripted properly. But it came off so wooden. That was like, do you guys even like the movie you're in? There was no. And then the trailer was. I didn't think that. I think I've seen a better trailer for it as well. It was just subpar. And I was like, if this is how you guys are promoting your film, I am worried about it.
Yeah, that's not good. Because I'm been confused by the poster that I saw where Chris Hemsworth is like the dominant image in this.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
He's
and
the
he
bad
looks
guy
like
though, right?
he looks like Thor.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
I mean, he's fat Thor, you know, and so yeah, I'm still really looking forward to it though. Okay.
I'm gonna go in with
Lower
less
expectations.
so that I'm not massively disappointed, because that first one it's in my top 5 films of all time. Like, I love it. Like, it's great.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going and comparing it to, or even with the thought mindset of Fury Road,
Right.
other than maybe aesthetics,
Right.
or editing. But okay. Memories of Murder 2003. I have not seen it, but that is on my list to watch because that is that's a Bong Joon-ho film as well. But Memories of Murder 2017. I've not heard of that.
Is it a remake? then?
I don't know. I couldn't find it on IMDb.
Okay.
So
Well, that's definitely one that I haven't seen from Bong.
him, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to be like absolutely phenomenal. So, yeah, I want to see it. General, hello again. Hope you're doing well. You asked me last time about my fast. Oh, it's from sun up till sundown, but fasting is done now. Okay, cool. Nice. Well, welcome. Glad you're here.
So 24-hour fast?
Yeah, very cool. Okay. Blown away considering you had no idea to see it. I think you talk at this point. It's talking Joker, right? Or
no. He's
Challengers.
talking about Challengers, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. There we go. Yes. That's awesome. I'm glad because I've been on the fence there, and so good to see. I'm jealous that you did get to see it so early. That's awesome.
So Challengers is about the tennis players, but it's not about tennis, right? Like I get the feeling that tennis has very little to do with it.
I think that's just the backdrop.
Yeah. Not going to get some great moments from Andre Agassi or something.
Wow, that showed your age right there.
Yeah.
In Bleeding Love, the scene with the prostitute is stunning. Almost brought me to tears. The flashback is very smoothly edited throughout the film.
Yep.
Nice. Okay.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, we talked about.
Thoughts on the Joker?
I saw this on the Joker. Yep. Seen the movie What Happened to Monday? Yep. Yeah, we talked about that a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, with Numir Pace. I don't know, but Rapace, if you want to be Italian. Yeah. Okay. You were right, Ruben. Yutaka was talking about eczema.
I normally am. Yeah.
I know. I should just listen to you. I don't though. I don't know. There's something about the accent and your is that bourbon?
It's so strong.
Good. Okay.
It gave me like one block of ice, and I'm like,
oh,
dude.
Whoa! Is that all just bourbon?
Yeah, straight.
That is a big.
Yeah.
Wow.
Why?
Okay. Because it makes you funny.
Maybe.
Okay. Well, I hope you get to see it soon because it is definitely great to watch. Okay, this confuses me. TMNT: The Last Ronin. It's a rated R movie. What?
Yeah, the story is rated R as well. The graphic novel story. It's one of my favorite, if not my favorite, Turtles story. This came out of, we just had a bunch of entertainment news drop, because we had a convention where they were all at.
Oh yeah, CinemaCon.
Yeah, CinemaCon. Universal, Disney, all of them were kind of releasing what they had. So in our news segment, I guess we can talk about some of that.
Yeah, there's somebody called Genghis Frog, which I'm totally down for just because of that name. That's outstanding.
Yeah, no, this is going to be like, we've been wanting this for a while, but it's just suddenly it got really popular. And there's an amazing graphic novel that costs quite expensive. You can get the figurines and stuff for The Last Ronin, the Ninja Turtle. Basically, it's him on a vengeance. I think his brothers are dead and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. It's Memoir of a Murderer from 2017. I have not seen this, but this sounds good. A former serial killer with Alzheimer's fights to protect his daughter from her psychotic boyfriend.
Oh.
Dude.
Okay.
Thank you for both of these. Yep.
We
see that.
Nice.
Nice. Okay, I plan on watching Joker 2 without watching the trailer.
Good luck with that. Do you go to the cinema?
I don't always watch the trailer. A lot of the time I try and not watch the trailer. And there have been times, which Ruben knows, where I have literally run out of the theater when a trailer starts. Because most of the time they show too much. Are you okay there?
Fine.
The first Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes was enough. I didn't need another trailer, but we got another trailer, and I think they just need to stop. So, Attack on Wall Plug. Oh wait, okay, no, excuse me. Attack on Wall Plug Exhuma. Good Lord. Okay, so the wall plug who knew too much, perks of being a wall plug. Okay, what have you unleashed, Ruben?
I love it.
Oh, finally caught Perfect Blue, available on internet. Oh, yeah, Perfect. That's the anime that you and I watched.
Yeah.
Okay, Judy, Ruben and I watched this a couple weeks ago as a Patreon for Utaka, actually. We didn't understand the end. We thought we did.
It had us talking for ages.
Yeah, we thought we did. And then we just realized that we were confused, wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we loved it, though. That was
it was incredible.
so good. Yeah,
That's old, and it stands up so well.
yeah, it does. Yeah. Fear and wall plugging in Las Vegas. And you're going to use...
You're going to spoil it because it's doing so much.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got it. I understand what you're saying. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Well, we will come back to the comments shortly. Ruben, what do you want to talk about now?
Well, I didn't watch the movie, so...
You want to talk about our worst thing then, or the thing that didn't make our list?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. You want me to go? You want to go?
I can go, because I have a thing to pick with you.
Okay.
All right, you love rom-coms. You watched The Last Wish, right?
Irish Wish?
The Irish Wish, whatever wish it was, and that was shocking. But you watched the movie, and you gave it like 2.5. But the one that I kind of liked, that I gave 3 to, you switched off. So you're saying that this movie is worse than The Irish Wish?
I am.
No, it's not even close. This one actually has a good premise, an interesting story. Come on, it's so much better than The Irish Wish. And the acting is way better.
This is the one that I was going to talk about as my worst also. But here's the deal. I like the premise.
Yeah,
I think that's great, especially when we get... So anybody that doesn't know, it's these two people...
Did we say what it's called yet?
Love Divided. No,
Love
we
Divided,
didn't.
no, we didn't.
Yeah, okay. On Netflix, just came out. And it's these two people who share a wall of apartments, but it's actually different apartment buildings.
Yeah.
And the wall has like no insulation. The dude is a game maker, and so he creates all kinds of funky noises, but he only likes to work early in the morning. The girl is an aspiring singer, songwriter, who also works at like a smoothie shop, and she prefers to also write.
Well, she's a pianist, but she wants to sing.
Yeah. She's and she won like Spain's Got Talent or something like that. This is her first movie, and which I didn't even mind. Whatever. So I like the premise of it. We get some shots of them as they get. It's a montage of them starting to talk to each other through their wall, and so it's a top-down look at them. They move their beds to the wall so that they can lay there and they can just talk and whatever. I liked that. It wasn't enough. And there was there was no chemistry, no feeling, no fun. Everything was flat to me as we're going through. And so halfway, like even she has this ex-boyfriend who's also her manager type of thing. And some of these interactions could be cute, but they feel forced. I don't know. Why did you like it?
I really like the premise. I love the idea of people falling in love across the world without having seen each other. I think that's really good. You don't get a lot of that, so that by the time they do meet each other, I like the idea of them not actually, them trying to find each other but not meeting. I thought that was a play on the... So at one point she goes on a date, she thinking it's him.
Yes.
Because he apparently only wears cowboy boots. So she sees a guy with cowboy boots, and that whole interaction is pretty funny because she's like, this is not the guy I talked to at all. Like, where is this guy? So there are moments that I really liked in this. I do think that they rushed the whole comedic moment at the beginning where they could have had much more antagonistic relationship. It was just suddenly over. And I think that was the bit I was really enjoying. The premise, the antagonistic moments, they could have played a lot more with that premise that they set up. Then they just use it as a gimmick to kind of move along the romantic moments, and then from there on, it's like you know exactly what's going to happen and how it's going to end and who's going to do what and which person's going to have like a conscious decision of like I need to get over my pride and you know go and get the love, that sort of thing. So yeah, from there that point I was like, ugh, okay, this is so generic, but I love the idea of it, and I like it had me on board for the first half, and then the second half I was like, eh.
Okay. Yeah. See, yeah, again, the premise was great, but I just couldn't get on board with any of it. And you're absolutely right about the rushing. They rushed through so much of this to get us into the romance part of it.
Yeah.
So I don't even know who either of these characters are. I don't know why I should be rooting for them. You know, we get a very brief moment with an overbearing friend on both sides, you know, of them. Why is he, what kind of game is he making? Why is it so noisy? I don't understand these things, which may not be an issue. I don't know. I thought it was wasted potential, and everybody very, very flat when it came to just presence, really. Like I don't know.
I somewhat agree with that. Somewhat.
I mean, I agree with you because I saw you Love Hard. I will watch Love Hard all day long.
I actually used 3 of your clips, so you feel free to like demonetize my video.
I laughed out loud when you did that because it was so unexpected but so funny. And you're right, my bar for rom-coms is so low,
Which is why I was so surprised. I'm like, this is so weird because normally we're opposite. Like,
well, that tells you though how not into this I was. That
it does, yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. All righty. You want to have news?
Yeah, let's do some entertainment news.
Okay, what you got?
I'm just pulling it up now. You can start if you like.
I don't have any news.
You don't have any news from the week of all the news.
Was there news this week? I didn't
There
even.
was so much news this week. Okay, so the live-action Minecraft movie has wrapped filming. I know Jack Black's in it, but like the cast, I was like, holy crap. You've got Aquaman, he's in it. I'm still trying to wrap my brain around like how a live-action Minecraft's gonna work. What is that gonna look like? Are they gonna be square heads? Like,
And why?
I don't know, because it's Minecraft. It's the biggest one, probably in the top 5 biggest games of the world at the moment.
Yeah, no, I understand that, but is it just going to be about somebody in the middle of the night sneaking in and filling somebody's house with cows?
Maybe. And lots
Okay.
of dynamite. Yeah.
And lots of dynamite,
If they embrace the funny parts of it, it could be great. If they maybe do the Ender Dragon story, that could be great. Could be fun. So there is possibility. Just depends on what they do with it. So I guess I'll judge once I've seen it. Because I wasn't particularly happy on the Super Mario Brother animated movie with Chris Pratt. Like, I expected it to be bad. And then I was like, oh, this is actually quite good. Quite fun. Yeah. One of your favorite horrors, the Blair Witch Project, is being remade. I wondered what you thought about that.
I stop. Everybody, stop. You know, the Blair Witch Project. I have not seen. I've seen part of one of the sequels. That was a moment in time, though, and it was so spectacular captured because the internet was just beginning to really
just
take
becoming
form.
what it is.
Yeah, we didn't know, and the marketing was so genius that we couldn't tell what was real and what was not.
There'd have to be a reason with their technology, like perhaps like if they really got to grips like with hollow glasses, like Apple Pro Vision or something. You'd have to incorporate what's happening now and make there be a reason for it to work the same. You couldn't just go, we're going to do it on our mobile phones and make it like recreate that. Like you're not going to capture the heart of it.
Here's my thing, though. We just had a writer's strike. Why in the F are we rehashing ideas that have already been done? Where is all the original new content?
Yeah, I don't know.
You,
I
mean,
really
I
wanna
am
see
all for
some really creative blood.
I am all for the writers being paid and getting the residuals and all of that, because that is what's fair and that is what should happen. But as consumers of that, we also should be demanding that we get new material, not reboots. Stop with the reboots. Wolverine, or Deadpool and Wolverine, actually. Kevin Feige got up at CinemaCon and cussed.
Yeah.
He said it was effing awesome, and he could say it's effing awesome because it's rated R.
Right? Yeah. Which is funny.
That is funny.
The Sonic films will become Avengers-level events, big, exciting stories that have a lot of different characters in them.
No. Yes, I mean you can have lots of characters. Is it going to be to that level? No, I don't think so.
You
I
have
mean
to have
these are
built it up for 10 years first before we care and why there's an end. And will we ever care? Like I enjoy them. I love Jim Carrey in it, but
there's only so much you can do with that.
how much money are you making from these? Are they warranting? Have we seen the Knuckles series? Has that come out yet?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
Which I will watch because Idris Elba.
Because there's your Silver. Yes. We know
Yeah.
your man crush, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, carry on.
Conan O'Brien broke the internet this week
Because of he was Hot Ones.
on Hot Ones, yeah.
Is
and
that really how he is in normal life?
No, but he is. I mean, he's a comedian. You know what I mean? And he knows how to work the audience, and he is consistently funny.
Right.
And because he's so effacing. I mean, he knows to. He's like Shameless. He doesn't have to take himself seriously, and. I saw somebody tweet out that they were like, so basically Hot Ones should just stop now because no episode will ever be better than this. I mean, you have...
See, I don't know about it. I just didn't understand if it was real. I felt like it was putting on something. It was so mental in places. I was like, what is this?
But see, because think of all the other times. I mean, you have the celebrities, they're and crying and everything else. And here you have him doing his absolute best to play it straight. I mean, drinking from the bottle, pouring it on his hands, putting it in his mouth.
I mean, chicken wings in his pocket.
Yeah, I mean,
what the hell?
It's kind of going to win, like some of Jim Carrey's appearances, even what's the dude, Andy Kaufman. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Going these extreme type of things without being so insulting or anything else. I mean, he's really just doing it all to himself, but being able to have fun like that, and the longevity of the press that this is. I mean, the memes alone that can come from this.
Oh, this will give us gold for years.
Ever, yeah.
Yeah. Twisters. The sequel to Twister is going to have booths in cinemas, these round, long tubes where you can get in and like be blown as if you were in a Twister. So you get in and it's just like a wind machine or something. Like, I'm like, who's paying for this crap?
Whoa. I would do that if they have the money thing in there, where it spins the money around and you grab it.
Grab all the money.
Yeah, but why would why do I just want to get in there and have my nose blown out by everybody else's dander? That's...
Yeah. Kit Harington says that the Jon Snow series is no longer happening. Currently, it's off the table because we all couldn't find the right story to tell. It's so funny. They're like, yeah, that's definitely happening. For years, they're like, definitely happening. And I was like, no, it's not.
Yeah, yeah.
Good news. The Boys season 4 is absolutely complete. So it's releasing June 13th.
Stranger Things, can you pay attention here?
Take note, guys.
Every other series, take note. The Boys finished season 3 and took like 2 weeks off and then began filming season 4. Not writing
We're
season
still
4.
writing, setting up a Twitter image of, hey, look, we're still trying to decide what the title is, and then we'll start writing. So what?
Yeah,
Really?
you show us a blank dry erase board for season 5 of Stranger Things.
That didn't get me excited. That just pissed me off.
Just made me just so upset. Yeah.
However, Now You See Me 3 will bring back the original cast and combine them with a new generation. Ruben Fleischman is confirmed to direct.
Wait, the original cast. So Isla Fisher's coming back?
I don't know. I hope so. She was great.
She was, but Lizzie Kaplan was awesome too. So
Both? I don't know.
Oh, that would be cool. Okay, I'm down with that. I mean, it's less confusing, right?
Yeah. Henry Cavill confirms that he has already started training for Chad Stahelski's Highlander. And he said, if you've seen me do sword work before, you haven't seen anything yet.
That I'm excited for that. I don't think it needs to exist, especially because it is a remake, a reboot, or whatever.
Oh, yeah, but the first one's a shit film, so...
It is not. I just rewatched it like 3 or 4 weeks ago.
I know you did. It's only the music and nostalgia. Come on.
Okay, sure. Still though, come on. I mean, you have...
Here we are.
Highlander 2, though, is an abomination.
No, that's better than the first one.
It retcons the entire movie. What are you doing? You don't get to do that. That's... No, stop.
Ballerina has been delayed.
Oh.
Significant set pieces to be added to the film, and is set between John Wick 3 and 4, and Keanu Reeves does have a decent part in it.
Really? I thought he was just going to have a cameo.
I think it's more than a cameo because it's set in the world of the Wick, and it's between 3 and 4, so he's properly alive, not like a memory or just a passing of the baton thing. So be interesting to see. Maybe in he's running away, he encounters her. That's kind of where it starts.
I mean, because we have in Parabellum, we have the scene which introduces that whole segment of assassins. Yeah. So, and that whole nasty toenail scene and stuff. But
this is the funniest and strangest entertainment news I have this week.
Okay.
Nia DaCosta, listen to this so you'll understand why it's funny. Nia DaCosta is set to direct the second film in the 28 Years Later trilogy. Work that out in your head.
I saw that, and it didn't really...
It means that the third part is 2 movies, so it's not really a trilogy. But they're probably going to call it part 1 and part 2.
That's... well, and why is she doing the... Who's directing the first part?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and that's... okay.
Okay, Heroes sequel series is in the works, titled Heroes Eclipsed. The series is set years later, where new Evos are being awakened and discovering powers that will change their lives. This, when I heard this news, I was like, this doesn't need to exist. They don't need to do this at all.
No, yeah, I saw that also, and I don't understand why we...
Friday Night at Freddy's 2 releases fall 2025, so that's going to keep everybody that loves the Friday Night, the FNAF franchise alive. And it was very well received by the fans, so...
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was better than I thought it was going to be. I got to say
That's
that.
true. That's very true.
And
have you ever heard Michelle Yeoh sing?
I don't think so.
So she's going to be singing in Wicked.
Who is she in Wicked?
No idea, but she looks incredible. I have a picture here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Maybe, which is more in focus. Anyway, you can look on X or Twitter, but yeah, she's there in a costume. She's apparently singing. And I was like, oh, really?
Let me see who she plays. Madame Morrible. Okay, she's a teacher. Well, okay.
Okay. Still with the news because there was so much. A Transformers and G.I. Joe crossover movie is actually happening. I was like, do I want this? Yes, I do. This is going to be absolute nonsense, but they're finally just embracing it because we're getting Transformers 1. I presume that after that will come the G.I. Joe that will link to maybe new G.I. Joe movies. If they just embrace the stupidness of what's happening in those world, you will knock it out of the park and people will go and watch them.
Because wasn't it at the end, like the post-credit scene of
Yes.
the animal one?
Yes. Beast, yeah. There was a G.I. Joe reference. Yeah, exactly.
All of us Gen Xers geeked out.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, sign me up. I'm
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Monarch Legacy of Monsters has officially been renewed for a second season, which I think is good news. Yeah.
I think that's great news. Yeah. And
I think this next news you'll be really excited for.
No.
And I think you will. Do you know the director Blitz Bazuwell? Probably not. Probably doesn't recognize it. But Warner Brothers is developing a project on Yasuke, the first Black Samurai. Yeah.
Ooh.
Live action. Yeah.
Oh. Are they getting was
They
it Lakeith
better.
Stanfield?
Keith, they better get Lakeith
Lakeith-
because he was incredible to the voice and he would be amazing in...
I will watch that.
I thought so. Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
The Crow remake has been delayed into August. So it was coming out now and that's been delayed. It's like, okay, whatever. Scary Movie reboot is in the works. That could work because it's been a long time and so they could parody all the great movies that they've had now. But does that tongue-in-cheek type of movie still work? Because that was in the days of the original Screams, Resident Evil, all of those. That was when that was the zeitgeist at the time. I'm not sure we have anything like that, or if the people want anything like that now.
I'm not sure if we. Yeah. I mean, there was, you had those movies, Airplane, Naked Gun, the scary movies, all of the parody types of movies, which were great because they took all of those films that were present, from the past, I don't know, 5 to 10 years of a certain genre, and then just destroyed them. Does it work now, though?
I don't know. I don't know. I have one more piece of news. Do you have anything else?
I don't have anything else.
Okay. Have you ever been to Denver?
Yes.
Yes. All right. In Denver, there is now a fully automated McDonald's with no employees.
Who's making my hamburger then?
It'll be
With
like
no onions.
flip flap flip.
Well, at a recent some show in Vegas that it was showing a robot doing tasks, like kind of like an Amazon type of thing.
Yeah.
After 10 hours of straight work, it collapsed, just fell over.
This is slave labor. I'm not working anymore.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's just that shows the capitalism as how bad it is for the worker. But I mean, in one hand, I don't get people doing weird things to food. But that means also that all of these people are out of jobs.
Yeah.
And come on, you have to have human employees there to oversee the machines because the machines are going to break, especially the milkshake and the ice cream machine. Because at McDonald's, that never works. And so I think this is a train wreck and a really bad idea, and I hope it fails miserably so that it discourages other, quick service restaurants and other things like that from doing that, from eliminating people from the workforce. Because I mean, whether you are, a teenager just starting out to get a job, you're somebody that needs to, it's a second job, or maybe it's your only job, but you're trying to make things meet, whatever that is, you know what I mean? If you take that opportunity away, it's harder and harder to get a job, even if you have multiple degrees, you know? So I don't understand that. Why would we make it even more difficult for everybody to just earn a living?
Because humans like to do that.
There is a movie in there though. So when the
there is.
robots go bad and they start, you know, then it's like iRobot and Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Yeah. Funny, right?
Yeah, well, maybe, hopefully. Okay, what are we doing? We're gonna get things we're looking forward to, or
Yes.
go to the
Yeah.
okay.
Let's look with things we're looking forward to, and then we'll go back to the comments.
Okay.
19th of April, the Spiderwick Chronicles TV series comes out, and
That's
I'll be dropping a review tomorrow. It's on the weirdest.
the Roku channel. Is that what it's on?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll not tomorrow. I'll drop a review on Monday. Yeah.
How you leaning on that?
I don't know. I'm gonna watch them all tomorrow.
Oh, you haven't watched it yet? Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, gotcha. Coming on Wednesday the 17th, I believe, on Hulu, Under the Bridge.
Yeah.
It's got Riley Keough and Lily Gladstone. I've started it and I am sucked in.
Okay.
Yeah, so hopefully it's a limited series too, based on true events.
Right. Okay. Finally, there's new Netflix anime coming this week. We had a little bit of a dry spat of like we had loads and then we like had nothing for a while. So this one, I think you may even like. It's called the Grimm Variations. So it's the Grimm Tales, but anime style. So we have sci-fi, fantasy, all of the kind of. There's 6, I believe. It's an anthology series. Sorry, you were going to say something?
Oh, no. I was agreeing with you. This is on my list. I want to see this.
All right, okay. And Friday, we have finally part 2 of Rebel Moon, The Scavenger, coming out. And
Scargiver.
The Scargiver. And I've been told there are no screeners to give out. I presume you have one and have seen it, Chris?
I don't have one. I haven't even asked for it. I thought it was coming later, which I'll have to ask for them to tell me no also.
No, you'll probably get it because that's how it works.
Yeah.
Lie.
We got 2 movies coming to cinema this week. The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, which
I'm not sure that's coming here, but okay.
it's actiony.
Have you
I
seen
don't
it?
know if no, I see it on Tuesday night.
Cool.
I don't know. I don't have high hopes for it. There's a lot of great actors in it, but I don't, you know. And then the one I'm really, really, really looking forward to is Abigail. That's the vampire movie.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, some people saw it at the Overlook Festival,
Right.
which was, and like, we're talking about how much blood and gore there is. I am
Well, it
so
comes out on
down.
Friday here. So,
Yeah, here
I'm
too.
very much looking forward to that.
I am also. I think it's going to be just
It's an
silly.
18 as well. Oh my gosh. Is it a hard R for you?
Yeah, proper R.
Nice.
So, I mean, when that first trailer, they just the premise of them, these people being sent to kidnap somebody and then being locked in a house, and you just see her, she's like, I like to play with my food, and you're like, okay. Let's go. And it's by is it Radio Silence? Yeah, the ones that did Ready or Not and
yes, I remember that.
Scream 6.
That's one of the reasons why I wanted to watch this. Because
Yes.
they are doing the right things when it comes to these fun horrors. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Radio Gaga, Radio Cuckoo.
I love that song.
All she needs is.
This is going to be weird, but this is the only thing. That's all I have on my list of what's coming out this week.
What? Yeah, I'm looking through mine and I don't see much else. There is
It's
a
a
thing called Bros, which I probably won't be watching, but that comes out on Thursday on Netflix. Comedy, drama, duo, not English.
Oh, is that when it comes out? Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's a couple of reality shows. So The Circle, a social media competition on April 17th, which seriously, everything about that title drains my soul of any happiness.
You're like, there's so much to hate about that.
Yeah. Don't hate the player. I don't know if that's another like influencer centered. I don't know. I don't even care. I don't do reality. There's a documentary, Living World.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, have you watched any of Franklin yet?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Oh, you didn't like it, did you? Yeah.
We didn't even finish the first episode.
Oh, good lord. Okay.
I tried to. I mean, we were like, okay, let's just go, and it's just like, ugh. I don't know what it is, because Manhunt I hated, just could not get behind that. This one, while
It's like
I think
period pieces you don't like.
no, it's not that I don't like period pieces. I just don't think that Apple is doing them well.
Right.
I don't. Michael Douglas as Benjamin Franklin was just Michael Douglas. You know, and okay, whatever. Like, I love Kevin Costner when he plays Kevin Costner. He's just a grumpy old guy, you know. So I don't know. I'm not liking it at all. Did you watch any of it?
No, I just like there's sometimes you can just read a series just by the posters and the short descriptions that you're like, yeah that's not going to be for me, and that's how that one reads. So.
Yeah. That does remind me, though. I want to talk about this. They literally stole part of a line from Hamilton.
Really?
There's a song that Jefferson, or no, excuse me, in Hamilton that George Washington is singing, and he's like, we're outgunned, outmanned, outplanned. In this, they say we're outgunned, outmanned, and then one other word, and I'm like, really, you literally just, I mean, you didn't even change it. Like,
What a rip-off.
you know, they had more guns than us. I was like, oh no, okay, I'm sorry, you just huge strikes here. So yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That is. You don't have any Apple TV series or movies coming up?
No. Let's end on happy.
And on a happy.
And go with
Okay.
the chat. Let's go back to the chat here.
Let's go to our people.
Yes, because that would be a fun way to end, because it's the most enjoyable. Chris Retzlaff, the wall plugs, age of anchors, wall plugs assemble. Oh gosh, you're all killing me here.
Wall plugs assemble.
Wall plugs assemble. Yeah, I knew it. General, really wish I played the game before Fallout, but I'm liking it either way. And Ruben, it's not 24-hour fast. It's for oh my gosh,
Wait,
a month fast.
How are you alive?
Till 7 p.m. and then we attack the food.
Oh, right. Okay. So you eat every day, but you fast every day as well for a month. Is that like a religious thing, like Ramadan or something, or just health? Because it can be either.
Yeah, that's
interesting.
That's a good question. Yeah. Civil wall. Okay. Lemony Snicket's a series of unfortunate wall plugs.
I love that one. That might be my favorite so far.
That's a good one. That's
very good.
Memories of Murder 2017. Okay, yeah. Which is a Japanese remake version of a Korean Confessions of Murder from 2012. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, another one though. Let me write down that one.
But Lavia, it seems like you're still enjoying that chai tea. Did I remember that correctly? That's what she was drinking.
TT.
TT. You're saying chai. You're saying tea twice.
Non-bread. You're saying bread.
Bread.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Doctor Strange wall plug. How I learned it. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Then they go on Clockwork wall plug. Eyes wide wall plug. Now that's a good one too. Because that really Hope we talk about Blumhouse remaking Speak No Evil when the original isn't even cold in the ground. Okay, Yutaka,
Right?
thank you. This should not exist at all. The first one is, like, I saw that at Sundance, I want to say, and it is a messed up movie. I mean, once we figure out what's going on, and then I did not like the end because it's so hopeless.
Wasn't that 2 years ago?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And why? Is it because Americans don't understand any other language?
Oh, is it? It's not English, is it? Okay.
No, it
Yes.
wasn't. But they do speak some English, I think, in it.
No, I know Dum Dum, you Dum Dum.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's
I should say, I checked out Yutaka's YouTube channel this week. It was interesting.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I was watching one. I did a review of something I had just seen also. I don't remember what it was. It was like last week or 2 weeks ago.
Human Centipede.
Yeah, that's it. No, but I don't think. I mean, so everybody, Speak No Evil. It's on Shudder, I think. It should still be on there, maybe to rent if you don't have Shudder or whatever. But that one it's messed up and it's dark and it is depressing, and horrifying and probably aggravating and maddening also. Especially as we get towards the end, because some of the characters do some chicken shit things. But yeah,
That's $1 in the swear jar, Chris.
or at least, yeah. Shiny, I can't wait for Conan's travel show. Conan Must Go.
I'm looking forward to that, actually.
That might be fun. The other one,
Have you seen the trailer for it at all?
I haven't. No.
Because basically it's him. He said, you're going to be stupider for having watched this. He said, this is a travel show, but you'll learn nothing about the locations that he goes to. And I was like, this is great. Yeah, I'm up for that.
See, I would watch that in tandem with the Reluctant
Levy's.
Traveler with Eugene Levy. Yeah.
Eugene Levy's show. Yeah, that's great. Because he's so pissed off about like having to go anywhere.
And yet he's so nice too. That's the other thing. Oh yeah, Naoki. Yeah, original Speak No Evil 2 years ago.
Crazy.
Yeah. Ready or Not 2 is also returning. What?
How? Maybe it's a different set of people. And somehow she gets roped in for another Jack Bauer 24-hour day. Or you know what would be hilarious is if she's getting married again and there's some other weirdos like you should be like, you effing kidding me?
See that, but then the movie should just end right there. You know what I mean? Like,
Ready or Not, Die Harder. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. Blumhouse. They are so hit and miss with me.
They used to be so quality, and now it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, they slap their name on everything.
Mm-hmm.
Regarding Blair Witch, could talk about the zeitgeist. Oh yeah, the way that affected society before it got to the movie, and then once we get the movie, and how society reacted to it, and the conversation around that.
I mean, that's a really interesting conversation because in the UK, we talk about War of the Worlds. That was a radio play first, and when they first aired that on radio, people listening thought they were actually being attacked by aliens. Like there's like what media does to what people watching The Exorcist for the first time were passing out, were throwing up, were like the church was like all out against it. Like that was massive. Like the film really does affect society. It has a big impact on it.
Sometimes good, sometimes bad.
Yeah, but it's interesting.
Oh,
but also
yeah.
Blair Warplug. Yeah.
Blair Wolf. Yes, yes. The Henry Cavill involved in in Warhammer.
Yeah, more than involved. He's one of the producers. He's all because he's like that is his geek.
Because he's
title.
Yeah, which you gotta love.
He builds PCs and he paints the 40K.
Warhammer. Yeah.
Warhammer. Yeah.
which is so funny because it's not what you would expect when you see him.
Also, that's an Amazon, that's a Prime Video series. So,
oh,
on the back of what Fallout has become, very excited to see what they do with that. Yeah.
nice. Niket, thoughts on the movie Baby Driver?
One of the best, if not the best, edited films ever.
If you watch the way that Edgar Wright uses soundtrack for his editing beats in there, and it's not just in the trailer. I mean, it's throughout the movie. It is, you're right, Ruben, perfectly timed. Just
And I
so
also
well
have
edited.
fights with people that just don't get it, but this is a musical. It's just a different musical. Watch it with that in mind, and you'll totally get it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's funny too.
I love it. It's a really good film. Yeah.
Let's see. I always wished they would have done a crossover with the Allspark in Transformers to be the power source for Mask.
I never watched Mask. That wasn't,
What is Mask?
It's another animated series. If you type it in, animated series, riveting content, I know.
1985. Oh. Matt
Yeah, animated
Tracker.
television series produced by
special.
DIC, based on the action figures, was animated by Japan Ashi Productions.
It's on Hulu, seasons 1 through 11.
There's 11 seasons. Yeah,
What the hell?
that is crazy.
Wait, how is that? No, that can't be right because it only. Oh, wait. It was on for 1 year and it has 75 episodes. What? Something's not tracking.
Yeah,
here.
no. Oh, right. Now I'm looking at The Mask, as in The Mask animated series with Jim Carrey.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. This
That is not the same thing.
what? Is this right? I guess so. Good Lord, that's a lot. Okay, well, I don't know, Chris. This was not one that I had even heard of.
No. I mean, I'd heard of
Crazy.
it, but I've never seen it. Yeah.
Great. Livia, Abigail, Late Night with the Devil releasing here on the same day. Confused which one to go to first. Yeah, I don't know. See them both.
I mean,
on
definitely
the same
see them
day.
both. Jeez.
Yeah.
What a day of film. They both, I'm going to say they're both really great. I haven't seen Abigail, but Late Night with the Devil was excellent. So.
It really was. Yeah. Badger would love a Jace and the Wheeled Warriors Netflix remake. Anyone else remember that? Jace and the Wheeled Warriors? I don't know. That sounds mildly familiar.
How old is our, are they like 115?
No, they're our age. What are you talking about? These are our people here. We're talking. This is another 1985, 1986 series.
Yeah, it is.
With
Oh my gosh.
65 episodes. What
Bloody
the?
hell. How have I not seen these things?
The Saw Boss.
I like the animation style. Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
absolutely just fits in with Bionic 6 and, X-Men.
I've never. I want to say I've heard of it, but I don't know now. I don't know. Chris is excited about Abigail, as is Lovia. General, I hope Abigail is going to be good. Really like vampire eras and lore, but we don't get enough vampire and lichen stuff anymore. Yeah, I don't. What's the last werewolf stuff that we've gotten?
Is it Underworld? No.
No, there was a movie that I just saw recently.
Werewolf Within? That might be one of them I've seen.
Oh, I love that one. That one's a great one. But no, that's not what it was. This was more of a drama, and it was okay, but it was rushed also.
Right.
I don't remember what it was called. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Chris is telling you, Ruben, get ready for Shogun. We're almost there.
I can't wait.
It's Ramadan. Okay.
It is Ramadan. Okay, yeah. I thought this was the right time.
Did you salute him every time you say the name?
Every time. It's because of How I Met Your Mother. They had this running joke where it was like Major Tom, and I've somehow been incorporated into my life. So anytime I
Nice.
see like an army reference of a general of some kind, that is.
Nice. Okay. Okay. The human wall plug. No. No. That's and you know how well that actually fits too? That's ugh. Bedeviled 2010. One of your favorites. Bedeviled. Why?
This is so strong. Oh my gosh.
Oh, another. Is this Korean also? It's a horror. Good gravy. We're getting a ton of these. Outstanding.
That is a scary poster.
I love it. Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
I don't recognize any of these actors either.
That's
Straight
even
to
better, I
DVD.
think. It's got a pretty high rating.
All right.
Yeah, I'm down. Nice.
Evil is about to go viral is the tagline. Cool.
A must-see for anyone brave enough is a quote. Nice. How can the same thing happen to the same bride twice? Come to the wedding. Have a few laughs.
Nice.
Well done. Thank you. Deal or no deal wall plug. Okay, yeah, just you all.
Oh yeah, they're perfect. Well done.
Yeah. Oh, love you. Okay, your battery's at 5%. Go charge. Thank you so much for joining us.
No, don't leave us.
Hey, the battery's going to die. Come on. They need the phone. It's good. It's all good. Yeah. Eddie's.
Think so. I'll be at ease
Love
now.
it. Love it. That's so good.
I'm at
Okay.
ease now. Yeah.
Oh, outstanding. Well, everybody, hey, we thank you so much. Another long one today, but again, chatting with you in the comments has been spectacular. We really appreciate everybody joining us, coming in to comment. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Ruben with the Ruby Tuesday. Me, Chris, Movies and Munchies. We have our Patreon. Patreon.com/thebearded ones. Thank you to all our wonderful patrons that are there in that community. Like Ruben mentioned, if you want access to all of the content, it's £1 to get you in. There's a free tier, which will allow you to see certain things and just gives support of just like, yay, for there. And then other tiers that allow you to make me watch anime or anything else. Doesn't really matter. You get to series, movies, discussions, topics, anything like that. So we'd love to have you on there. Just check it out, even because some are outside of the paywall. You get an idea before you even have to commit, and then it's not even a long-term commitment if you want. You can just do each month, switch around, anyway, doesn't really matter there. We would love to see you there. Take care. General, we appreciate it. Thank you so much. With that, hey, we are going to see you all next week. Okay? Sound good?
Yeah,
See
we're
ya.
coming to your houses. Yeah.
We are. I like cookies. All cookies except for
Give me the
snickerdoodles.
cookies.
I don't
Okay.
like snickerdoodles. Everything else, though, yes. Ruben, are you making a suggestion? Do you have a... No?
I just like food. Just feed me. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
See?
We'll be there next week. All right? Take care.